Good to see you guys on this stream on Sunday. I know that conditions and the circumstances are really fucking sad, but I'm really glad to see you. We will be talking about various things today. I'm really glad you guys are here. You know, the last week has been fucking terrible. We all know that for the world and for what's happening. You know, yeah, I know the music's loud. That's our intro. That's our intro. I was actually thinking, you know, today if I should go live or not with you guys. Because, of course, you know, we could make a break and just, like, wait for the focus of the world, you know, to sort of change in a way, you know, back to the, I guess, like, peace talks and what can be done, you know, to stop what's happening in Ukraine. But I figured that maybe it's just actually better to really meet with you guys and just, like, talk about it, like, together as much as we can, you know, of course. Like, today I will, of course, you know, a slightly less, do slightly less memes and so on, even though I really want this to be a fan stream when we'll be able to, like, talk together and have fun and, you know, just enjoy that time. You know, I don't want it to feel completely off, you know, with you guys. But anyway, I'm really glad you guys are here, and we can be talking, you know. It's always like, you know, what psychology teaches us is that when you're really feeling bad, like, one of the best things you can do is really have a supportive people surrounding you, around you, and share that things. It's actually interesting, like, I don't know, guys, if you are aware of it or not, but, like, when you have a strong web of people supporting you around you, in most cases, you actually have much less diseases as a person, especially, like, around the heart and blood pressure diseases. But also, like, you, in most cases, will just live longer and be happier, you know? At least this is, like, one of the few things that we found out in a field of psychology, you know, throughout many, many years. So, you know, one thing that happens really, that helps in situation when things like that happen is just, like, meet, you know, with people that you care about and just, like, share, you know. You don't have to be really, like, you know, you don't have to be very cheerful about what's happening, but you can always just talk about it, acknowledge it, and share, and tell others, you know, how you feel, and surround yourself with people that maybe feel in a similar way. It really helps. Anyway, I'm so glad you guys are here. I'll just put the music a bit louder because why not? After all, this Cyberpunk soundtrack is amazing. By the way, I have a cool thing though. This is a bottle that they got actually as a part of a Girls in the Game program that we have started in CD Projekt. As you guys probably know, we had our first meeting and like inauguration show sort of over Friday and Saturday, where we have met all our mentees, 20 of them with all the mentors. And we were basically just getting to know them, talking about it, talking about their development plans and so on. Really cool thing. Is there milk in the bottle? Camille Cesaro asked. No, Camille, this time around it's just a pure vodka. So, you know, I went full. I was like, okay, you know, I can't take it anyway, so it's just pure vodka, my friend. I can't take anything less, you know. So, Slegion wrote, man, I'm working a morning shift tomorrow. I won't be able to watch the whole stream. My friend, no problem. It will be on YouTube as always, so it's all fine. Magda asks, best popite. I mean, that's, you know, I'm doing it Polish way, right? I'm doing it Polish way to really, you know, acknowledge my roots. Just Shell, good to see you, my friend on the chat. As you guys know, Just Shell is our graphic designer. Thank you so much for being here. You could actually see her in our first TikTok video when she's dressed up as a rogue. Pretty cool video. I think you guys can check out our Red TikTok account. Pretty fun one, actually. Yeah, and Shal did a really awesome cosplay. You know, yeah. Anyhow, guys, so I have went smoothly to actually greeting like one of our Reds on the chat. Of course, thank you, Shal, for being here. We also have other people already that I'm seeing on the chat. We have Chivok, our customer support engineer. Thank you so much, Mike, for being with us here. And we have Ayano, our UI producer. Thank you, Ayano, for being here. As you guys know, Ayano's also streaming. You can check her out in my recommended streamers at the About page, you know, on the Twitch. If you want to check it out, I think Ayano is streaming Destiny 2, and I suspect she's going to be streaming the add-on to the Destiny, I expect. So if you want to check it out, I think it's going to be a great place to be. And outside of that, we have our fantastic moderator, Sapphire, of course, as you guys know, my dear girlfriend who actually visited me, and she's in Warsaw with me this time around, and Kogito, who's with us every week. And Kogito is our, you know, key memer. Fizit asks, can you donate? Yeah, I actually donated already, Fizit. I actually donated to the Polish humanitarian organization that is in the Ukraine since 2014. And I did it together with our company because the whole RED donated 1 million zlotys for humanitarian aid for Ukraine. And actually it was amazing because like after CDPR did it, there was lots of different companies that started doing that, and like I was so proud to see whole like pretty much game dev in Poland coming together to like donate. There were so many companies, like I think Techland donated 1 million as well just after us. There was also 11-bit Studios, who are, I think, the first one. They're like donating everything that they will make on this War of Mine on like older platforms as well. There is the Huge Games as well that is donating. All In Games donated. And other like organizations in Poland. You guys probably saw that Poland donated the most amount of money out of all the countries in the world. You know, like I think we are at 390 million support for Ukraine at this point. Anyway, just wanted to mention this because like I think that this is a good transition for this, you know, and just wanted to mention this. Today my heart bleeds blue and gold, wishing safety and a return to normalcy for all of our friends in Ukraine. So yeah, Machiavelli wrote, I'm proud to be CDPR fan. Thank you, Machiavelli, for being here. You guys are the best. Thank you, Kogito, for gifting this up. It's really appreciated. Anyway, guys, like for those actually who are, you know, who are considering, you know, to help in any way, there's also this Facebook action that you can join. It's not for everyone, of course, but maybe some of you can. It's called Zasoby Warszawa. And basically this organization is what Zasoby Warszawa is doing. They're trying to like organize like deliveries for the medicine and whatnot. But what's more important is they are actually organizing the flats and houses where the refugees can stay. And I offered my own place here. I will see basically like I will be probably like that will be probably for me next week when I will be contacted by people that are organizing this. So I will see basically with whom I will be able to help because I have a bigger flat, so someone can stay here until they can figure out what to do. Anyway, just wanted to point out there's so many different like ways that you can do something. It can be sometimes really small, like even sharing stuff on social media sometimes is just enough. Anyway, my dear chums, I think that, you know, I think we have talked about it a bit, and you know, I want to, like, as I mentioned, like, I want to move on slowly, you know, to the topics that are like common for us, to the game and everything surrounding this, so that we can all also like feel a bit better, you know, because there's no how to say, there's nothing good in feeling completely down and destroyed by what's happening, because it's better to like put it into action rather than just feeling depressed all the time. Anyway, thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys, for being here and for all the blue and yellow hearts at the chat. I really appreciate you. I'm also seeing some influencers in the chat. We have Softer Locust, as you guys know. Maybe you know Locust is doing a lot of content on YouTube and Twitter that I'm seeing, you know, with various things. Thank you for being here. I also see Kogito, not Kogito, but Kazuliski. Of course, you know, he's with us almost every week. Thank you, Kazuliski, for being here with us. We'll be now switching on to the more to the game topics right now. Clown Car 111 wrote, hello, I've been watching the stream since the beginning. Thank you so much, man. That's been almost a year. That's a lot. Man or girl, sorry if I misgendered you. I decided to make an account to participate in the chat. Hope everyone is doing all right. Thank you so much, Clown Car, for being with us and for participating in the chat. Actually, like, I think it's really, like, our chat and people on the chat are actually really cool. You know, when they are like sharing, you know, things and so on. This is really valuable. Yeah, Lucy Art wrote, praying for peace. I think like I think a lot of us are, you know. I think a lot of us are. Okay, my dear chums, I will be slowly now switching to the game related topics and you know, moving on to your guys' questions surrounding that stuff. Because I don't want this whole stream to be, you know, dedicated to topics around like world politics. Also because I'm not a guy that is very knowledgeable about the topic, and I can't really offer you guys much on that field. There's actually much more people that you can really listen to and follow, you know, if you're interested in that kind of content. Okay, my dear chums, I'm already seeing a question if I have played or seen, or what are my opinion of Elden Ring. My friend, I didn't play it yet. So I really don't know what to tell you. Like, I know a lot of my friends are playing it and discussing. From what I was told so far, the game looks incredible. It looks like a significant upgrade from the previous formula. It looks like an evolution of a formula rather than revolution. There's not much more new things outside of open world that has been apparently really well integrated, and then there is an abundance of content. Over 40 bosses, I was told, so quite a bit, you know, in the game. And the game is fairly large. Also, probably because of the difficulty curve, it takes quite a bit to beat it. And that's really what it is. Like, my friend, I'm going to play the game. I was told or heard that the performance on PC is maybe not like that amazing. So I will just let the From Software just give them a bit of time to patch the game calmly and, you know, address whatever seems to be addressed. Because I still have Disco Elysium to finish. And this game is long. Yeah, Sarah Norm Road, you died. Yeah, exactly. That's a good comment. Okay. My chums, I see that there is a lot of comments on completely different topics on the chat. I will try to like keep it a bit organized. I'm seeing, yeah, I mean, Elden Ring looks fantastic, but it's just not the kind of game I like. Happy for all the From Software fans, though. Hekalita wrote, yeah, exactly. Like, I think there's, I think that, you know, it's a game for a bit more specific audience, I would say, but definitely there is an audience for a hardcore games, you know, out there. Kulorin asks, what do you think about Disco Elysium? Oh man, I would have to go into like 1 hour long lecture to talk about it. My friend, like, I think Disco Elysium at this point is like, for me, so I'm playing a director's cut. And director's cut, for those who don't know, this is a version when you have a full voiceover, and it actually helps a lot with the game. And honestly, I've been really fascinated by the writing and by the design principles that they applied to Disco Elysium. It's a game that is made in a, I would say, fairly old-fashioned way, but then it has injected so many peculiar and very intriguing concepts. Like, for instance, conversing with your various, how do you call it, variants of your minds, of your mentality, you know, and that internal dialogue that you can have with different like aspects of your character, depending of what you, how you have like built your character, is actually really fascinating. And the world itself is very intriguing so far. Like, there's a lot of things that are done in a bit strange way, I would say, at least for me as a designer. Like, for instance, like some quests and stories like require me to run back and forth and all that stuff. It's very sometimes strange, I have to admit, but definitely like on a story level, writing, and just like how fresh the ideas are, it really looks intriguing for me. Like, there are situations when, you know, game puts you into like 30 minutes of dialogue, my friend, and you just talk and talk and talk, and you just talk a bit more, you know. That's how it feels, honestly. So, but for guys like me who just love dialogue and stuff, yeah, I totally buy it. I totally buy it, you know. Cogito wrote Cyberpunk director cut with Sasko voiceover shards confirmed. Right. Thanks, Cogito. That's not exactly what I think we are doing, but you know, hey, there's a question what kind of cop I am. I'm trying to, so I basically am extremely weak. I have like one body, I think, or one strength, because I don't remember the name of this attribute. And then I like one reflex, but then like 6 empathy, and a quite high intelligence. And I'm like building everything to be empathetic and connect with people as strongly as I can. That's basically the kind of cop I am at this point. You know, so I'm basically truthful. I'm trying not to lie in this game. Sometimes it's really like difficult with the situations you're put into. And, you know, it's interesting. I really like playing characters that are like wacky and completely different. Oh, why don't you and Sapphire live together? My friends, because Sapphire is Scottish and I'm Polish, my friend. And, well, we are in 2 different countries. So we spent quite a bit of time together. Probably I would love to spend more. But that's not always possible, you know. Anyhow, my dear friends, let me go over another things that this a week happened. So I saw someone posting this, and I just wanted to say thank you. I think it's Val Alvarez who did that. This is so incredibly fucking cool. Like, I look actually so much more handsome here. Like, look at this. Damn. Holy shit. I'm like, damn. Who did that? Like, that's like so cool. I don't know if Val Alvarez is with us, but this is so awesome. Like, I mean, you know, I didn't see that person's Val Alvarez supremacy. I didn't see that person's like art before, but this time around, I'm like, okay, this is like, this is some really quality stuff, you know. Very good, yeah. Oh, wow. Val Alvarez is one of the kindest people in the fandom. That's awesome. Oh, she is. Okay, so that's a she. I see. Yeah, I mean, it's really fucking cool. Like, really, like, I love it. Like, I was like, I didn't actually, like, imagine anyone to draw me ever. So it was like, I was like, when I saw it, I was like, okay. That's anyway, just wanted to say thank you, to Val Alvarez. I love it. It was really it was really cool. Sasko model confirmed. No. Thompson Rohel Pavo here to say thank you all CDPR team for donating to our army. It's very important for us, and I know it's not easy time for your company either. What makes this donation even more important? Much love, Thompson. I actually talked about it a bit at the beginning of the stream. Thank you for your comment and for being here with us. Please bring more interaction with Judy. Kind more kisses. Referrod. I mean, we added more interactions in the last patch, so you guys are how do you call it? So thirsty, just pure thirst for Judy. Oh, Alvarez, I see you. Thank you all for your nice comments. Oh, yes. So Val Alvarez is Val Alvarez on the chat. I see. Okay. Okay, guys. Trixon asks, Pavo, are you finally adding mouse and keyboard support for Cyberpunk on consoles? Because it's like 90% implemented and would be cool function also helping accessibility. My friend, we have seen actually this request a bunch of times, and as you know, in the past, I think 12 patches or 13 patches, sorry, I'm getting lost at this point, how many of them we have done. Every time when we hear from you guys that we want something, this is getting higher on the list. So I'm not asking you to spam this comment, but because you made me aware of that, it of course is, there is a chance it will be higher and higher on the list, okay? So thank you for pointing it out. I'll definitely have it in mind, okay? It's not, of course, up to me, and it's not me who's like doing all the shot calling and deciding about those things, but I definitely can help, with various topics. So if we will see that there's like a large audience, who would love it, then it will definitely like go higher and higher on the list. This is naturally how it works. I'm happy I got an invite for the Paris event on March 8th. Hope to see you there. Plocky, what kind of event is on Paris in March 8th, my friend? I'm sorry, but I'm not sure, I'm sorry, but I'm not sure, Plocky. I don't think I'm going to be there. I don't think so, because like my next international trip is San Francisco for GDC at 21st of March, and I don't think I have this trip planned. So I don't think I'm going to be there. But again, like our company is like hundreds. Well, at this point, it's over 1,000 of devs. So my friend, there is going to be for sure a lot of great people there. Shell asks, Pavel, can you pack me in the suitcase, please? Oh, god damn it! And where I'm supposed to pack my clothes? Shell, god damn it! I need anything. I don't think that the security check would be happy with you in my suitcase. Besides, you're very tall, and I have a very small suitcase. I'm hoping that my excuses are believable, Shell, at this point. Let me know if you need any science fiction San Francisco food recommendations. Oh God, you guys are all from San Fran? Damn it. Or maybe you guys like or maybe you guys all have been to San Francisco so often. Science fiction food, yeah, exactly. SF food, yeah, science fiction food. Please make enough Cyberpunk controller, I beg you. Visit, yes, I see. I definitely see your comment. Did you see Tier's Easter egg? Yes, of course, my friend. Pratek, that was the Easter egg that was made by Philip Weber together with Kuba Wichnowski, our level designer. So yes, definitely, and they cooperated with our sound designers and VFX artists. So yes, that was one of those that we have made together. Oh, you're saying please make another Cyberpunk controller. Oh God, like I don't think it's that this is up to me actually. Like I'm doing, like I have very little to do, my friend, with merchandise, like itself, you know. I love the controllers. Oh, okay. You love the controllers. That's cool. Like one thing that I could advise you, this is the controller that actually got, this is called, I forgot the name of it. But this is a controller that was done by Pop Art. Basically, he is a guy on Twitter that's doing custom controllers. And you know, guys, what it is? It's a present from Sapphire. Sapphire got it for me as a present. You know, so I'm using it for work and stuff. You know, so pretty cool one. You know, it's just lying next to me here. Pretty awesome piece. You know, but again, this is like not our merchandise. Like this is just a you could call it like a fan merchandise. You know, this thing. So it was made by basically like guy that is called the Pope. You probably know him. He's doing like lots of different like console and controller like artworks and stuff. So yeah, and Sapphire got me one. I don't remember what it was. I think it was for the Christmas last year, but I might be wrong. Very jealous. Yeah, I mean, you need to get a girlfriend. That is like one of the best investments I can, like, you know, I can give you, my friend. It's like a excellent. No, it's an excellent investment, my friend. You need to just get a girlfriend. It really helps. If you're into controllers, that's how you do it. Yeah, anyway. Wrong crowd, lol. Okay, not sure what you guys mean, but anyway. Matthew wrote, "Hey Pavel, I love if there is a katana skill that stop the bullets like Deadpool. I love to play that with that." Oh God, my friend. I mean, that definitely sounds like a really interesting skill. I completely agree with you. I remember the Deadpool in that moment when he cuts the bullets in half. Big Bane. Sorry, Brig Bane. I literally wrote your nick as Big Brain at first, but you're Brig Bane. Good to see you, Brig Bane, in the chat, my friends. Anyhow, I want to go to the next thing that I have. Right. So, Cogito has been roasting me for tweeting and answering people tweets. For basically tweeting and answering the people at like midnight and shit. Well, I mean, it was not midnight, it was like 3 and 4 at night. I mean, sometimes I just like schedule my tweets for late, or like sometimes I just like work, go for a gym, you know, come back, read something, watch something, you know, work some more on like various topics, not directly work, but like, you know, things that are needed, you know, for my own development. And then, you know, I just see people on a Twitter like mentioning something that something doesn't work for them or so, and I just can't help to basically answer. And I was just I just wanted to mention this. Hey, Pavel, Camille, your father? No. Camille is actually not my father. Last time I checked, you know. El Bugado asked next gen new game plus. When you guys write NG plus, I literally every time read it as a next gen. So anyway. But yes, it's New Game Plus. Yes, El Bugato, we know you guys love it, and we are absolutely aware that you like it. Pinky wrote, "Pavel, man, you need sleep." I mean, I know it, but you know, but I think that's it. That's it. Where do you get so much energy? It's cocaine, my friend. Like honestly, it's cocaine. No, I actually, as I said, my friends, like I'm not doing any drugs, any alcohol. I'm actually like a straight ed from 80s, so you guys know it. No, I actually, you know, this is literally from. My energy is coming from my excitement, and that's really it. You know, that's really it. And please, guys, don't do drugs, okay? that's, you know, that's not what I was trying to say. We know it's Fistech. No, it's not. What you got in that vodka? Sultan Locus asked. Leah, I was already asked about it. For you guys, it's obvious that, you know, it must be some vodka in it. No, my friend, it's this time around it's just water as usually, because like I don't drink alcohol at all. Actually, it's like funny fact that I can tell you about myself. Like that I have never tried and never drank alcohol or well, tried any drugs, but that's probably not an achievement. But never really tried alcohol in my life. So it's like I never do drugs or alcohol, and I never even tried. And I'm 36, by the way. And you know why, guys? Because everyone was telling me that I should. Like literally when I was like 7-8 years old in my primary school, people started smoking and drinking already. 7 and 8 years old. When they were like 10, 12, fucking 14, 13, lots of them were already like, yeah, they were well accustomed with fucking everything. So I watched so much shit that I was sure that I'm never going to try it. And you know what? It was like, at first I was like, no, I'm not really that interested. You know, you guys act like a bunch of weirdos when you try it. And you honestly just, and then everyone, literally everyone around me tried to convince me to try alcohol. And more they tried, more I was convinced that I won't ever fucking do it, you know? And then I kept going. I was like 20, 25, 30, 35. I fucking forgot it exists. Like literally, it doesn't exist in my world. Anyway, just a word of clarification for those who are like, who are actually, you know, thinking that I'm doing any drugs or alcohol. My friends know, actually, like I'm really, but it's like, you know, like every time when something is like in the world or in life, you know, is going against me, or in life is going against me, it actually makes me like really strong and just like be focused exactly the opposite direction. And every time I'm like, no, you know, like more people try to force me to do something, more I'm like opposing and like, no, I need to be convinced that I want it, otherwise I won't fucking ever do it, you know? That's basically, that's how you do it. So yeah, I don't know, like I think the best thing for energy that you can do is just exercise, my friend. Just like watch, you know, what you eat, what you eat, and then exercise. And honestly, like I don't wanna sound here like fucking some coach guru, you know, from Bieszczady Mountains, who has an internet connection, too much fucking time on Sunday to give you a fantastic advice. But like, hey, here you go, guys. Open your ears, like fucking Guru Sasko says. Do drink water and eat good food, and then exercise, okay? And that's basically how you do it. Like, I'm trying to do as much gym as I can. There were times when I was doing gym literally every single day. Now I'm doing it slightly less, but I'm still trying. What is good food? It's a food that is not like, for instance, like you buy a raw meat or raw veggies and you cook for yourself. This is an example of good food, my friend. Like for instance, like all kind of, I don't know the word, Jesus, like transferred, przetworzone, all kinds of foods that is basically going through some kind of like process of changing it in some ways is not good for you. Synth meat, yes, I mean processed foods, yes, exactly, that's the word Drelovs I was looking for. Processed foods, exactly. All food's good food. Mazida wrote. Oh, Machiavelli wrote, my dad cooks for the whole family. That's amazing. That's great, actually. Do you cook, Machiavelli, yourself? Did you get anything from him? It's good, you know, like a lot of girls actually really like dudes who can cook. Okay. Anyway, my dear troops, let's leave that. Let's leave the Guru Sasko advice segment because, like, you guys are wise yourself. You know what the fucking to do. You know, my husband is a great cook, and I'm blessed. VG Silverhand wrote, yeah, that's great. You know, yeah, woman loves good cooks. Exactly. You know, exactly. Besides, like, actually cooking is really fun, you know? Like, nowadays, I just cook only for Sapphire. I don't think I cooked for anyone else for, like, a long time. Can I make a toast? I mean, visit, my friend. I can assure you that if you will have a girl, or you have a girl, or you're a girl and you have a guy, doesn't matter, and you make them a toast, they will fucking love it, you know? Like, as Jackie used to say, with a pinch of love, my friend. This is how you do it, you know? I tried cooking once, burnt myself. I mean, what did you try to cook? Like some real sausage or something? Like, honestly, just like you know, cook like something that is not a part of yourself, you know? Like, that's like the first advice. Like, honestly, seriously. No, just for real. Just get some actual food, you know? Anyway, guys, because this is not a cooking stream. This is not this is not a cooking stream. Exactly, fucking Gordon. I'm not the Polish Gordon Ramsay. Okay. CDPR should add you as one of NPCs in the game as an Easter egg. And if you need a name, Power Sasquatch. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Cooking with Pavel. Cool, Palpatino. Fucking incredible name. Pavel is the Polish Gordon Ramsay, confirmed. Okay, nice. Definitely. Cooking stream with Pavel. How to cook jambalaya. Exactly. Do you guys know how to cook jambalaya? Fucking steer. That's it. You just steer, and everything else works out. You know, it works out if you steer, right? If you don't, it doesn't. That's it. And I think you need to add rice, right? This is what computer games teach you, right? Exactly, Pinky Julian, the rice. You need to get the rice and steer, and everything else will work. You will work it out. It will happen. Exit to the next level, little dance and cook. The ladies will go crazy for you. I mean, I already have a lady, so I don't need ladies to go crazy for me. You know, so I'm okay. I'm okay on that front, my friend. But I mean, you know, cooking is fun and dancing is great for, you know, your body and enjoyment and just the, you know, endorphins, my friend. Ich habe Reiskocher, Quazel wrote. Okay, well, I mean, you have a rice cooker. That's interesting. Wunderbar, my friend. Yeah. Okay, let's move on because like the cooking show is turning into the German version of it. My friend, so apparently this is Freunde, yeah. So this is apparently a Mr. Pavel Sasko stream bingo card. Random dude with internet connection. Here you have family-friendly stream. My dear girlfriend Sapphire. Hey, that's true. I wish I could talk about it, but I can't. Hey, that's a quote from Witcher. We'll go through the memes quickly. Hey, come on. I go through the memes quickly. You guys ask fucking 100 questions for a minute, right? Like, how the hell I'm supposed to go fast through it? You got called out, Glasulal. Yeah, fucking excellent. You guys are so talented. Hey, man, that was true, actually. That's a cool, great, interesting question. Hey, I mean, you know, gotta go fast. Just no one wrote. Wait, just no one. Anya, is that you? If so, thank you, Anya, for being here. By the way, she's one of the mentees in our program. Okay, she is. Yes. Thank you, Anya, for being here. It's a pleasure. Anya is actually one of the programming aficionados. One of those geniuses, by the way. Anyway, I'll just leave it there. Let's move on. So anyway, that's a great question. Hey, I was literally referring to Revolver Ocelot in most cases, but others also have good questions sometimes, at least. Outside of maybe 1.6 questions, but I guess we are going to get there, even though you guys didn't ask it today yet, and it's already 39 minutes of the stream. I'm fucking disappointed. Just no one asked, wrote awkward. I mean, come on, you came here, you knew what to expect, right? Programming is cool. Oh, Creep Slasher asked when 1.6. Oh, thank God, my friend. Jesus Christ, you have saved all honor of all of us. Honor of all of us. Anyway, let's go. Mr. Pavo V dies. I mean, that never happens. Like, that... Oh, Petro asks 2.0 when? My friend, you're just fucking really ahead of the game. Oh, there's already a question about 3.0. You guys have a great imagination. Okay, Mr. Pavo's PC stream dies. Yeah, yes. I was actually... In majority of cases, it was either electricity or stream crashing. 2.77 when actually that patch, like to make a patch and call it 2.77 is pretty fucking cool. I have to admit, this is pretty fucking cool. Patch 1.6 mentioned. New Game Plus mentioned. FF06B5 hey mentioned. Mr. Pavo laughs. I never laugh, honestly. You guys know that, you know, I'm just, when you guys come here, it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be sadness all around. It never happens to me. What else we have here? Team Panam, Team Judy, Team Woodman. Yes, El Bugato's on the chat, by the way, or at least he used to be, because I think he is in Team Woodman, like, alone. That team is very fucking slim. Yeah, and it's Team Juby, by the way, not Team Judy, exactly. El Bugato laughed, yes. Yeah, exactly. El Bugato, we know you. Anyway, behind the scenes story segment. Okay, I'm glad you guys. Storytelling segment redeemed months ago too. Yeah, I mean, what can I do? You guys fucking redeemed like 40 of them in the same time. What, El Bugato? What are those eyes? Who would like Woodman? I mean, someone with a specific taste, I would say. Narrative Council segment, yes. A meme review is over 1 hour. Stop it. Mr. Miles Toast shows up on the chat. Yes, Mr. Miles Toast actually shows up sometimes. I think Mr. Miles Toast is actually grinding the Elden Ring nowadays. Kazuliski's chipping in, exactly. Kazuliski has been chipping in from the very beginning, I believe. Machiavelli gets into argument. I mean, you know, it's until it's healthy, it's all fine, you know. But yeah, it happens from time to time. Cavio Cesaro starts spamming about hidden places. That happens more often than not. Sapphire or Cogito reminds to be nice to each other. That happens sometimes too. And Outsider no more hits in the end of the stream. That doesn't happen, Cavio. That doesn't happen. That's a bait. That's a bait, my friend. We do it sometimes, not always. Yeah. But, yes. Miles' internet was down this week. He couldn't stream. Yes, Cyber Caldos. I actually realized that. I even talked to Miles at some point in work. And he mentioned that like his stream was like dog shit last week. And he couldn't, like, even though he tried, he wasn't able. Gauss108, hey, good to see you on the chat. Miles got hit by a roof gang. Oh, really? You mean that Kit Kat Kate? You guys probably know that the Kit Kat Kate is from the roof gang. Anyway. So, yes, this is basically me entering the Baddies Hotel, and then you have and Alessia as an answer. Hey, exactly. Roof God, Kit Kat Kate, yes, exactly. Alessia. Exactly. That's how it feels every time when you go to a Placide. What team are you? Pavo, Sasko, Panam, or Judy? My friend, I'm obviously in the team Meredith Stout. Let's move on. Your studio releases a new patch. Players seem to enjoy it. Yeah, that's surprise face, guys. You can finally talk about features you worked on. Yeah, you can see this enjoyment in his face. Fucking enjoyment. Here you go, this enjoyment. Number of players significantly increases. Yeah, that's true. That's true, actually. That's true. It's like 50 Shades of Sasko. A new dildo animation. Yeah, that's true as well. Like completely accurate, especially that look. Really well picked up. Chat is 1.6 when. No, that's not my face. That's not my face. But I mean, well, maybe that's maybe me inside. You know, that's maybe me inside. Quality meme right there. Hey, actually, like somebody must have fucking went through lots of my videos. Or no, actually, this is from the one video. I just realized that I made this many different faces in one stream. Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, Sapphire's always laughing of me that I'm like doing so many different like muscle expressions. It's actually funny. Is that the anniversary stream? Yes, Delamain, actually. You know, Kavu asks CP2078 when? Oh, my friend. I'm not mentioning this. Stalker alert. 50 Shades of Sasko, Jesus Christ. I don't know what your guys talking about. 1.7 win, 1.6 win. Fantastic dark gloss and metallic jacks. Thank you guys for showing up and asking about the patch. This is definitely encouraging. Witcher 4 win. Coding Niklas. My coding Niklas friend, I have no information about this whatsoever. Okay, I think this is a meme that actually Machiavelli did. I remember times. Did you guys remember Machiavelli used to make no memes for the stream, and then I think, was it like a month ago? He made this like badass metal pendant with a 762 like bullet inside it. And we talked about it a bit, and like today he made bunch. I didn't pick all of them because I don't always pick everything, also because like we are too short on time, but I picked like few of them. So here you have cuteness level 100%. By the way, for those who don't know, this is the VR game, right? Shot. And here you have the cuteness level 1000. By the way, this is a bit of a spoiler, but I think like Kazuliski already recorded it and put it on YouTube, so you guys can see it. Maybe I can also mention that I had an incredible pleasure and honor to make that iguana for you. I was actually curious when you will actually figure out, but I didn't see like people actually figuring out how to exactly trigger the iguana to be in your flat. So I'm just waiting because I saw the tutorial for it and it's like kinda accurate, but it's kinda not. So I mean, because there are some misleading things in it, I would say, or like maybe not misleading is not the right word. It's not completely accurate, which makes some players a bit confused. But until you guys figure it out, I'm not spoiling it. Like, it's up to you guys to find it, then we can talk about it. But yeah, anyhow. By the way, you guys didn't find everything about Iguana. You guys are aware of it, right? You guys are aware of it. I hope you are. Yeah, by the way, you probably seen that Nibos also got some new shit. Viguana, Rhiannon wrote. Yep, absolutely, Viguana. Adam Smasher and Oda. Hey, here you go. You know, some real fucking cyberpunk characters. You know, some really badass cyberpunk characters. Here you go. Negelahat wrote, "Hi, I finally got on the live stream. Hey, my friend. Good to see you. Are there other pets we don't know about yet?" Akira SNG. I cannot say anything. I cannot say anything. Because I don't want to, you know, you guys will figure it out. I trust in you. Hey, by the way, I was asked on the last stream, I remember, if is like are all the secrets from The Witcher found, and I definitely know about like one big one that is still not found. And it's been 6 years since the release of The Witcher 3. Yes. Alright, it was 2015, it's 22. Well, it's almost 7 soon. In May, it's gonna be 7 years. Yeah, FF06B5, I mean, come on. You guys still have a lot to do. Wait, is there... Oh, yes, me in public, me on headphones. Hey, guys, that's literally me. Like, sometimes I put some, like, some really interesting music on the, on my headphones, and then I walk around with this, like, really angry face. I also since Dynamite, since pandemic, I really started liking walking in the masks. So nowadays I just put a mask every time when I go outside, you know. So, you just put this mask, you look like a badass, and then, then I just listen to, like, Jungle Girl by Young Losha. The Polish people probably know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you can Google that, but that's an interesting Polish rap. Yeah, Babsanowska, Young Losha, yeah, Kabinet. Exactly. Anyway, but the pop-up shit is definitely a good one. You're user friendly. The Hole in the Sun is a good one as well. To go in public. 1410 Lama Road, depriving yourself of oxygen. Yes. Ratatata. The hero of Fairyland Road. Do I have to stop hoping for a Goro Takemura romance? I mean, my friend, I cannot talk about any future plans, my friend. Even like, denying or confirming or doing anything, okay? Anyhow, my friends, let's move on. He just confirmed it. I confirmed what, Riverwolf? I said that I cannot talk about any future plans. Shklanki, Cybervesta. I mean, Shklanki is good, but I prefer Jungle Girl. But yeah, there's a question from Papucho. Why Sandra mission is in the day, but ride with Jackie is during the night? Doesn't make sense. Is it intended? It is intended. There's something in between that in storytelling terms we call a time lapse. So there's a jump in time. That happens, my friend. This is something that we did actually numerous times in The Witcher. It was much more apparent in The Witcher than in Cyberpunk, but in Cyberpunk you also have a bunch of it. Anyway, here, wake the fuck up as Samurai. We have a pull to concrete. I don't know, I know that like Machiavelli is a fan of Henry, who's kind of like acting like an asshole / Chad, when he sits like this, on that wooden bed, sort of, in the forefront of that pool, relaxing there. So, hey, what are you guys talking about? Pavel confirmed DLC. Okay, you guys are terrible. I'm moving on. Anyway, it's a pretty fun nod to Henry. It's interesting. I would love to actually see some stats, between like Danny and Henry, who picked whom, and you take the wheel just to talk with Rogue, right? Now, this is actually like one of the quests that I did. This is Laugh Like Fire. Sorry, not Laugh Like Fire, but Metal Cool Fire, my friends. Because as you guys know, all of the quests in our game. Oof, that song is fucking good. As you guys know, all of the quests have the song names in our game. Aside of those moments when you're playing actually as Joni, because those are actual songs too, but those are actual samurai songs. So hey, that's the twist that I did in this formula. Yeah, this meme is perfect. Exactly. Like, this is basically what I was aiming for, right? I really wanted to, I was really aiming for actually making it in a way that as a player, you like trust Joni and be like, okay, let's just see what happens. And then he fucking goes completely off the rails with your buddy, Okay, chums, something more. Did I skip anything? No, I didn't. Okay, good. Something more from Grindera. This time around, we have Bugbear, of course, I think this is, of course, a modded version of Bugbear. I think we had a Bugbear with different version as well before on the stream. Yes, Grindera, I see you in the chat. Thank you, Grindera, for being with us. Shaft 2K. Can you talk about why, besides a few moments in the game, was drag used not a bigger part of dystopian future story? Dum Dum is the only guy we got seen get boosted. Good question, my friend. Good question, my friend. I think it's a very valid criticism. regarding how it was put together. And I think it actually should be. Like, we have it a bit in the game here and there, but it's just way too much at the background, I believe. Like, one of the things that I can say here why is that there is a moment when you have so many different components in your narrative that it's kind of difficult to like keep any handle on it and be like, okay, what the fuck's happening? You know, how many elements and components of the story I have. And in a way, you know, that's probably an answer to your question somewhat. But I definitely agree with you that we need to do a better job in this field, you know. So yeah, ShrafTK, like not much really I can tell you, my friend. I think it was, in a way, it was maybe slightly less important, you know, in comparison to other components in the story that we have, and therefore it was less in a focus. I think really that is everything. Hazard asks Songbird who. I don't know, Hazard, what you're talking about, my friend. I don't know what you're talking about, my friend. Is CDPR taking internships currently? My friend, check our website, because different teams are actually taking internships in different times, you know? And we are, in most cases, taking internships whole year long, just in different times for different departments. So the best I can advise you, just go to our main website and just like check it out, you know, and there you will actually see information, you know. Also, it's actually kind of cool often to like apply, even like send a spontaneous application, because we have in the past contacted multiple times people and offered them internships when they have applied to our company, but they were too weak to be hired. However, they had the potential that we have seen, and we were like, listen, if you are not yet strong enough to be a junior, but we can hire you for an intern, and internship is paid. It's not making fucking coffee. You're being trained and you actually do the work for the game. It's just like you're given way more time, you're given way more attention of our senior members of the team, you are given a bit like, I would say, more time and a bit easier tasks to start with, but you're already working on a game, which I think is great to start with. And then after this training period, you can actually get hired as juniors. So, an advice, check in the website, see if there are any open internships. If there are not, and you are interested in any particular department, look into spontaneous application for that department and send an application, and literally in that application write that you're willing, for instance, to go for an internship if you are too weak, or if your skills are not enough for a junior position. And I think this is actually seen, like I myself, when I like check hundreds of applications, well, actually probably more, but it doesn't matter. When I check lots of the applications, this is always seen in a really positive way, because making yourself aware, when we can see that someone's aware that there's still lots to learn and so on, but they're willing to, they have some talent and potential, proven talent and potential, on a form of some projects they did, some pictures, graphics, texts, poems, articles, you know, stories they wrote, but I don't know, anything, really anything. Having any portfolio to you know, confirm that is always helping. That's my aim for next year, Anya wrote. Just no one. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. We'll be waiting. Southern Locus, for those internships, do you have to have a prior experience, or can someone come who is fresh? It's my goal to get into games industry, and I would be really interested. So, Southern Locus, it definitely depends in which department you're really willing to join. If you are wanting to go into like core development branches, you need to have some kind of proven potential, and by proven I mean any kind of stuff: pictures, videos, poems, written, you know, graphics, anything really, music, fucking anything you can do anywhere. That's always helping, right? And for internships, you are not expected to have experience, because this is what internships are for. For internships, you're expected to have a potential, to have a talent that you can actually prove and show in any kind of way. And that's always really useful. And you really need to like look and think what kind of department you are interested to join, and then think about, okay, so for this kind of department, what kind of mindset a person that is hiring has. Just an example, if you're looking for a programmer, what kind of thing you would look for? Well, I would most likely look, okay, does he or she made any small project, that programmed themselves in Python, in C++, in even fucking Java, even in like heavily modded Twine, simple shit, right? Does he or she made it, right? To prove any technical capabilities. If you're going into marketing department, why not make or propose a cool, marketing campaign, or just an ideation, right, on the form of a presentation, let's say, and say like, hey, this is how I'm seeing, this is what we need, that's an idea. But but try to be creative, right? Always show it fresh, and have eyes open, right? Like what I can do fresh and interesting, right? And, I unfortunately cannot share many things that actually other people did who joined us, because I think that Orodo would not allow me to do that in here. But definitely, like, in this general terms, this is what I can advise you to. Like, think about what department you would want to join. Think about what skill set that kind of department has. And then think about how I can prove that I have this skill set in any shape or form. Any shape or form. And by skill set, I mean really a potential. Nobody requires you to be an incredible when you're going on internship, right? The internship is something fairly basic, simple, and those are first steps that you're making, right? So it's not that we'll be like incredibly critical about it. But what I'm looking always when I'm looking for an intern is willingness to learn, is heart, and is personality, and is communication. Like, I need to be able to talk to you. I need to be able to understand you, right? When I ask you something, you need to be able to phrase your thoughts well, correctly, properly, precisely. I need you to be able to do that, because otherwise nothing will fucking happen. Like, we need to get some kind of understanding. Like, that's such an absolute base, for really like any teamwork, to be honest. It's not even a game dev advice. That's just like something super simple. But I, on top of that, always look for heart, for like fire, for just passion, I would say. You can just be like, you cannot know much, but if I see that you really want to, and you have a passion, and that passion is like shown through anything. So let's say, imagine a situation when you have a great passion for something, but as a person, you are completely fucking chaotic. You have nothing put together in your life. And let's say you're trying to make a YouTube video, or you're trying to make write a poem or a short story for like few pages, and you cannot make that happen. And even though there is a good communication going on and there is a passion, like, I need you to be at least put together to the point that you're able to achieve your own goals in a simple level. You're not, expected to fucking like achieve who knows what like right away. No, just a simple goals to start with. And I think that this is extremely valuable, because then you have something to show, to prove your talent, to show me your passion, to prove that, you are worth it, that you actually have put work in, and that you know how to start something and actually how to finish it. This is so much more important. Like when you talk to concept artists who are starting, they very often tell you that, yeah, I'm just like, I can do like 300 sketches a year, right? But when it comes to like finished, fully fledged illustrations, I barely make like 1 or 2, right? That's not too good. Like, it's great to make lots of illustration and go into ideation process, but it's really important to take something from beginning and deliver it. And finish it, even when it won't be perfect. Now, my friend, sorry, because the fucking Coach Pavel was awakened inside me, and I went into preaching at this point, and I'm already just I'm already, in my preaching mode. Machiavelli wrote, "I live in Turkey. Optimism is dead." Machiavelli, that's not true. There's so many people from Turkey working in, like even in CDPR, but in other like game dev companies. But outside of game dev, dude, you can move, right? I mean, if you want to, like, you can do it. Like, I have friends from Turkey who moved to Poland, for instance, or other countries actually, who just found work there. And yeah, it's doable. Yeah, I know that the visa is a pain in the ass, and you need to go through that stuff. But if you get hired by any other company, they will help you. They have process in place to do that. That's possible, my friend. So the optimism is not there at all, actually. Anyway, because like the coach Pavel is fucking like showing the door to himself. Guys, I need to move on. The Babsunovska wrote "Jesteś zwycięzcą" meme. Hey, absolutely. By the way, I don't know if you guys know "Jesteś zwycięzcą." So it means like you are a winner. That's basically the meme. I hope you guys all know it because it's very valuable. It it's definitely something all of us needs in our life. We actually need more Coach Pavel. Unless you mean the couch Pavel. Sure. Couch Pavel. Okay. The Bloomby wrote, "It's super hard to move from Turkey, Pavel. The optimism is truly dead." I can agree on that, Pavel Sasko. Jesus. I mean, again, I am not living in Turkey, obviously. I know so little about it. But I was speaking from my own experience, right? I have friends and people who are actually even better, I would say, like they're not that far from me, and they did that, right? They moved on, they found great jobs and so on. So but I'm not saying it's easy, right? I can completely imagine that being in the different places in the world really like brings its own different challenges. Babsonovska, not even reading your comment, you troll. You are the one who is normally coming with a bunks. And what is it? Babsonovska, you need Jesus. So yeah. Oh, Dilara lives close to my home. I can talk to her on Twitter time to time. Machiavelli wrote, yeah, I mean, Dilara is one of many examples. Oh God. Anya wrote, "Just no one" on the chat. And here I was wondering whether you're at 4 a.m. pursuing another career in coaching. I'm not commenting on this, you trolls. Anyway, guys, this is why the meme segment takes so long, right? Because like each question is like triggering the coach Pavo for a fucking hour. Babsonovska, look how the tables have turned. Exactly. We have deprived her mind, I think it was just too much. We have just deprived her mind, Anyway, Creep Slasher. If someone is looking for an internship in design departments and they have some projects, like you say, quests in DOS, is that... I don't know what DOS is shortcut from. I'm sorry. My brain is totally empty right now. Modkit. Would that be enough? Absolutely, Creep Slasher. And what if they still are doing a course but do well enough in that internship to get a job offer? Would they be allowed to finish the course and all? Well, I mean, my friend, it all depends, right? Because like if you are actually at this point, because there's cases when your course is actually completely capable to be combined with that internship and you can do it. So that's one option. A second option is start conversation with us regarding this and and show your own stuff and say like, hey, I will be ready for you guys in a year when I finish my course. And that's fine too, right? Like none of you guys need to start like instantly, right? Like just no one. So Anya, who's on the chat right now, she's one of our mentees, right, in CDPR. She's also starting her career, and as she mentioned just a moment ago, she's like attempting to like apply in a year or so. And that's the thing, you build that thing and you plan it out much ahead, right? Like guys, it took me 6 fucking times to apply to RED before they accepted me. Right? But you know how it was before? They looked at it and it was like, get the fuck out. They didn't say it, by the way. But literally, like, before I was just way too weak, right? It was like I had nothing to show, right? And it's just, this is how it looked like, you know? So, and of course they didn't say that, right? Maybe they thought it, but they didn't say it. But anyway, it took me 5-6 fucking times to get accepted by RED. This is a long process, right? It takes time, but you need to plan it out, you know, think way ahead, not for tomorrow or a month, because that's nothing. Think about a year ahead, 2 years ahead, 3 years ahead, and just like have anything in mind. Okay, what I want to do, you know, what is my direction, where I want to develop, right? And try to at least fucking keep track, like go at least there, right? Like if your goal is like fucking south, try going south, and then when something, and then when you end up, you know, find yourself fucking north, then be at least like conscious enough and acknowledge, wait, I was supposed to like go south and I'm at north. I feel that I have changed the direction at some point. And you know, that might be good actually. Maybe you have developed, changed your mind, you have different hobbies and interests at that point. That can happen, but make sure to be conscious of it. For a lot of us, it's just random shit, right? It's just, oh yeah, I want to do this, you know, I want to like do those certain things. And then we end up doing something completely different, right? Like you need to work on those things to just get there. Anyhow, sorry guys. Divinity Original Sin, absolutely, absolutely. Sorry, I couldn't decipher that shortcut, abbreviation. CDPR, Camille said, imagine CDPR not giving Mr. Pavo a chance. I mean, we don't know. Maybe it would have been much better, Camille. So, you know, maybe I just screwed it up. You know, I definitely tried not to, but I mean, seriously. You never know, my friend. You never know. The Long Crossing wrote, once again, thank you, Pavo, and thank you, CDPR. Cyberpunk was and is and continues to be excellent. In December 2020 and even more now with 1.5. So far, 753 hours. I think that's going to be the length of my playthrough. Just starting 5th playthrough with patch 1.5. I think that's a great time actually to start a new playthrough. Best game I've played in the past 20 years. Thank you so much, my friend. Voitas asks, do we talk in CDPR internally about the 60 FPS for Xbox Series S? My friend, we have acknowledged that, and there was a public post on the Twitter and on forums mentioning that we are looking into the topic. So obviously we are talking about it, and we are thinking about it, right? Because we let you guys know that that's something that is somewhere on the horizon, like that's something we're looking into. But again, like as you can imagine, this is not a feature that can be developed in like 3 days. This is not something basic and simple, right? Like, so that's something we're looking into, you know? GSR Sneakies wrote, currently doing a history degree at Northampton. So let's see what that takes me. Well, I mean, that's cool, actually. History is a pretty decent one. If you want to, of course, go into game dev and design and so on. I think like history is pretty awesome for the story designers, quest designers, narrative designers, open world designers. Actually, I think this is a pretty fucking awesome one, to be honest, my friend. Especially if you are working on the games that use the history quite a lot. If you're any of pretty much like fantasy genres do. So this is great. Like actually a lot of really great quest designers in my team, being like, let's say Filip Weber, our acting lead quest designer, Dominika Kuczynska, quest designer as well. They are after archaeology. So I know it's not the same as history, right? It's not the same, obviously. But it's similar. It's very similar. And the skill set they bring to the table is actually lots of deep historic knowledge. And especially for all the fantasy genres, this is very useful. You know, for modern genres, maybe slightly less, but it's still valuable because it learns to, it teaches you how to think in trends, you know, in a history, how things happen. And I think this is very valuable when you're designing things. After patch 1.5, my PC version has visual NPC issues and my game crashes a lot. Can you confirm why? I mean, my friend, first of all, I have no idea why you exactly have these issues. Truth to be told, like, we have quite little issues on PC crashing at this point. So one thing that we know about is the issues with the audio drivers. And those crashes are not triggered by the game, but specifically by audio code, but audio drivers, really, that certain PCs are using. And that is a topic that we have on our roadmap, like not a roadmap plan, like we are looking into it because we know that you guys have these issues. That was reported, we mentioned that we know about that issue. But aside of that, I don't think that I know about any more issues. So, Protein for Life at 22. What I wanted to advise you, please, if you could message our customer support and let them know that it's happening and let them know what kind of gear you have. I think we have Chivok on the chat even, who is our customer support engineer, and he's always helping a lot with this kind of issues. So if you could just message customer support and let them know that something like that happens, I'm sure that they will get in touch and help you out and guide you, with that stuff. Jesus Christ, guys, there's so many more. There's so many questions on the chat that I'm not really totally keeping up. Pierre 9846 wrote, love the game, love the new update, fruitful run, and it's always amazing. Thank you so much. Protein wrote, will do. Thank you for the help. Thank you so much, Protein. And I'm sorry that you have issues, man. I hope it can be resolved. I really hope that this audio drivers issue, because maybe there is already our customer support will be able to tell you what's happening. Mivako wrote, I think the worst 3 year for me is that if I dedicate to try to get something somewhere for 3 years, finally get a job I wanted, and then the people will appear to suck, I will regret wasting the time, but well, I guess you live, you'll learn. Mivako, first of all, like in game dev, I think you are more likely to find an incredible, amazing, supportive teams than actually the teams than suck, And the thing is, like, if you will manage to land a job in game dev, most likely you'll be able to land a job in any other company. And if you will be unlucky to land in a team that actually suck, you can always switch and go to the team that doesn't and find a great place. And I think there is actually a pretty high chance that it doesn't suck. Another thing is, I think the investment of 3 lives, investing in yourself, is really, very, really valuable. Like, as you said, my friend, like, you live, you learn. Like, it's your life, right? It's your life. And I think, like, if we have one responsibility in our life, it's just taking care and making sure that we spend this time that we have given for ourselves in this planet, to spend it well. And honestly, like, learning and getting better is one of the coolest ways to do that. Let alone the fact that it just allows you to become better, get better also financially, get to know better people, better places, be able to travel, see so many more things in your life, and then therefore your life becomes richer. Like, just learning stuff is so incredibly fucking cool. And I can only wish you luck, like, really. Just try to not to give up on a way, man, or girl. It's really worth it. Lucas wrote, hey, Joss, wanted to say the game's running better than ever on Series X, and it's been amazing playing it for a second time. Thank you so much, Lucas, for your comment. My friend, Pechowy Sapper asks, do you allow new team members to work fully remotely? We do. I'm a programmer and seeking ideal job offer for me. I'm Polish, but I just want to know if you knew about anything. Thanks. Pechowy Sapper, we do offer the completely remote versions. And my friend, just basically apply and ask and have a conversation with the programming team. with the HR and just ask and present them with your own needs. What do you want? What do you need? There is a chance, of course, that the team asks you, to maybe like, move on for like, let's say a month and be in person for a first month so that they can get to know you, so they get to see how you work, you will learn faster and so on. But then usually there is a way to really move remotely. But as I said, the most important thing that for you is like first step, apply, have a conversation with our recruiter, have a conversation with your lead, see where the boundaries are, because it might be that given lead or director will tell you, no, unfortunately, in this given moment, we don't, because let's say we have some people already remotely, we have some people in place, and that's the number that we want to keep it. That could happen always. But in general, that conversation is always possible. So please just apply, have a conversation with them. That's always possible. And if you're good in your craft, my friend, everyone will want to help you out. ADV Online wrote that game crashes only happens during the hubbub in the city. Guessing too many particles to trace, my friend. But I'm seeing that you have AMD. Risen. I know that there were reports that the newest drivers for AMD were crashing, and reverting to older drivers actually was helping. But I'm not fully sure. So ADV Online, like if you could please message our customer support and tell them what's happening, that would be fucking amazing, so that we can track out what's happening for you. Because sometimes, guys, it's not really, connected to the game. It's simply connected to the fact that, like, there are simply bugs in, like, other software, like, drivers for, graphic cards, drivers for audio cards, drivers for your specific chipset that you have. Or just simply you are using peripherals, that are not supported or not fully supported or are fairly unique. And there's something wrong with that software, right? And for you, it looks like the game is crashing, but for us, it's like we know nothing about it, right? Because it's like such a unique setup that people can have. It's hard to say. So message customer support, and then we will always try to help, and figure out what the hell is going on for you, okay? Lenif asks, what if Monowire allowed players to physically jack into enemies? But because it's weird wired connection, all hacks have significantly reduced RAM usage and faster uploads. That's interesting. Hitman looks garrote takedowns with auto fast body pickups. Oh yeah, that was actually one of the comments I've seen already from the people. I mean, that sounds definitely really fucking cool. Lenny FC. So yeah, thank you for the comment. I cannot, of course, like speak about future plans, but just wanted to say that that is good that you're acknowledging that. Datu David writes that he had issues with a trophies on Epic Games Store. I mean, my friend, first of all, I'm not sure if you're aware, but the trophies on Epic Games Store, they were introduced in the middle of last year, I believe. And you're saying that you have an issue with this trophy of 100 kills with melee weapon. I think you need to poke our customer support and ask, my friend, because they would know. I unfortunately don't really know. That's totally not my specialty. So, my friend, customer support, those people are absolute badasses. Sarah No wrote confirmed. My friend, I have no idea what you're talking about. Bingo, 1 hour of meme review. This is not even a meme review. This is a fucking couch, daddy Sasko advice segment. Seriously, like, I'm not. This doesn't count. This doesn't count. Papa couch session. It's more like fucking good night stories with Sasko or something. Anyway, another one from Grindera, a pretty awesome one. Yes, I know that the previous one we stayed on for like 40 minutes. Pavos Angels. Yeah, I heard that tweet. I've seen that on the tweet. You guys are so cool. Really cool setup. Is that Bandit behind, by the way? Yeah, Cyberpunk 1977. Yeah. Um, um, did you try moonlighting as support tonight? I am not going to try be a support tonight, my friends, because I don't know nothing about this, and the only thing I can tell you is that I'm dog shit when it comes to the these topics, and I can carry fucking sandals after our customer support. So please just talk to them. They know much better than me, my friends. Anton was getting motivated by Pavo is the best kind of motivation. Oh God, I mean, thank you, Anton. I hope that it helps out. Just trying to share as much as I can from my motivation. Pavel, you seem to be in good spirits today. I'm trying, as we talked about at the beginning of the stream, like there's so much shit happening in the world that I'm trying to be and we are just trying to have a conversation, to just keep maybe feeling a bit better, together here. Anyway, guys, a fantastic shot from Grindera. Another question from Rhiannon. The E3 2019 trailer showed that V shoot T-Bug after Dex betrayed V and then shoots at him. After we see Johnny and he says famous line, "Wake the fake up samurai, we have a city to burn." Now this was only for the trailer, or was the concept that you had it, or it was changed in what we all know? My friend, it was actually kind of complicated. The process was that those things were in a way developed in the same time, right? And we had like multiple, I would say, maybe not competing, but different ideas and solutions, in mind. And in a way, one way was picked to go with for the trailer because we felt that this felt better for the trailer, and another one felt better, and another one really felt better for the game. And that was really the answer. Like, we were working on it in a similar time, and there was not really much more really happening. Like, as a devs, we have felt that the version that we picked actually works better, because like we didn't want to, because the story of T-Bag ends up differently, right, than the one in the trailer. We didn't want to end up that story in that way, because of specific reasons. So that's why, and we felt that for storytelling purposes, the one that we picked was better. However, for the trailer purposes, the one that it was picked there, it looked better, it fit better, it worked better there. So those things have different purposes in a way, and that's why it ended up like this. Now, I am not completely happy about it, to be completely honest with you. I do not think that it was the luckiest of choices, I would say. Like, it is, like, because as a player, I end up like you. I end up like asking questions, okay, what those dudes actually have in mind? Like, did something changed? Did like someone had a different idea? Was it something that was cut? Those are the natural questions that come to my mind as a player. And like, as a dev, I know that we have just simply confused people, with that choice. And that's why I'm not really a fan of doing it like this. Like, I think it should have been a bit more unified and cohesive as a story there. I think it was just, in a way, unlucky timing and just simply not a good direction when it comes to decisions at that time. But again, in the heat of a battle, when you're making those decisions, it's not always so obvious that it is a year or year and a half after the release. Yeah. Anyhow, just a bit more from my bottle. Okay, yes, Sapphire wrote that I'm feeling good because of hair. Obviously, that's true pretty much always, but so... okay, I see that you guys are discussing here in the chat, so I think that I will just move on. When will be added the New Game Plus? My friend, we know that you guys want it, and the only thing I can talk about the future plans is that when we'll actually do it, we'll talk about it with you guys. I'm not spoiling or announcing or hinting anything, my friends, okay? So, no comment about New Game Plus whatsoever, okay? Vodka Water by Pavo. Exit to Next Level. I mean, we talked about it, right? That I'm like straight edge from 80s. I didn't really, drank alcohol in my life. So, hey. El Bogato asks, New Game Plus when? El Bogato, my friend. I just fucking answered that exact question, my friend. Okay, trolls. Okay, let's see, that bingo. Yes, excellent. You guys are playing bingo in chat. Let's move on. So first, because before I jump to that, I actually I think this is Evelyn, right, my friend? I believe that was the Evelyn who was commissioned by Zwei. I believe that was the case because I'm trying. Oh, it's Zwei. So Zwei is the same person as the Evelyn. Yeah, exactly. Because Zwei commissioned Evelyn. Exactly. Yes. I'm following that. Yeah, really awesome one. It looks like Jackie's taking a selfie. With Zwei's V. Together in Quadra. You can recognize it's like Quadra by its interior. Yeah, awesome. Oh, Zwei is Evelyn. Wait, what? It's actually, I have to say that you guys make me so fucking confused sometimes. No lol. Okay, who the hell wrote that that's the same person? Okay, guys. Yeah, exactly. Zwei isn't Evelyn. Oh, so Zwei is Rocker Girl and it's you. Okay. Oh, really? This is some fucking next level confusion for me. So Rocker Girl, you're Zwei. Okay. Nice to see you, Zwei, on the chat, by the way. I would have greeted you if I would know it's you. You guys should use fucking different nicks in all the services. Yeah, in social media, always have a different one with different picture to make poor fucking people like me completely confused, who are trying to give credit to a person who actually drew something or made something. It makes it much easier. Thanks. Anyway, good to see you, Rocker Girl, in the chat. I use my names interchangeably. Awesome, Rocker Girlfriend. Yes. I use my name, Pavel, Sasko, and Dude with internet connection interchangeably too. So, hey, I can totally understand. Anyway, Rocker Girl, congrats for Evelyn. Pavel snapped. No, I mean, well, not really snapped. I was just, it's just fucking hilarious for me, because if I have a talent, any talent that I actually have, is the talent that I remember faces and people. I got to, I remember them really quickly and fast. I don't know why that's always been like this, even though I've been socially, as a child, completely underdeveloped as hell. But one of the things I do remember, I literally remember the names and people. And Saville wrote, do you remember my name? My friend, did we meet or did we talk ever? Because if we did, then I do. Yes, G Apollo, I do remember definitely your G Apollo from YouTube. My friend, I also, so literally in my head, I have this fucking spreadsheet that I have a name on YouTube, a name on Twitter, a name on Twitch, a name on Tumblr, and then, on some other services. And then those names are aligned. And this is basically how I recognize you guys. Anyway, Oh my god, I have something in common with Pavo, Saber Vesna Road. Oh shit, this one is so badass. Hey, I mean, it was actually funny, because when we had our first meeting with mentees from the Girls in the Game program, it was actually really cool because I recognized most of them, just from the talks and so on, and remember their names, remember who they are from and who are their mentors and what they do. So it was funny, actually. Some mentors actually asked me, give them names of the certain mentees they wanted to talk about. So it was funny. That was scary as fuck. Just the one wrote, Anya, come on, it wasn't scary. You are the easiest one to remember. At least you are using the same nick. At least you just added 3 zeros at the end. So come on, it wasn't that difficult. Others who are adding lots of weird shit to their nicknames. This is a difficult one. Well, Arvi doesn't, exactly, Zielony Ludek. So, guys, Zielony Ludek is another one. That's Martyna. Martyna is another from the Girls in the Game program. They're both programmers, by the way. Yes, Arvi, Arvi doesn't, yes, because Arvi is like Arvi something. And that's Kinga, by the way. She's also in the Games in the Girls program, and she's a concept artist. Anyway, well, let's move on. Well, no, she's not a concept artist. She will kill me. She is into the coding of the animation. Don't tell her, girls, that I told her that I said that. Yes, Machiavelli, yours is easy. Machiavelli, yes. That definitely makes it easier. However, that's not true on Twitter, is it? Arvi is a programmist. I know, Martina. I know she is. Yes. Okay. Let's go. Yes, Twitter real name. Exactly, Machiavelli. I remember. Anyhow, another one from Jackie. So in this case, I simply didn't pay attention. So what is Pavel Sasko? Just a random dude with internet connection. So here's a shot. I don't remember who made that shot actually. From the Twitch, from Twitter. Actually, a really cool one. This is someone's V. Looking at the Jackie's ofrenda. Basha did. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't know Basha. Steinbjorn writes, hi Pavel, first of all, thanks for 1.5. It was a huge step forward. Thank you, my friend. I have a question about car repairs. I have searched Jockey's Ark and Joni's Porsche, but if I summon them again, they're still scratched. Is there any more immersive way of repairing cars? Or if they're not, other than destroying them completely? Excuse me for sending this again. Well, I guess some kind of garages would be a way, but I mean, again, Cyberpunk is not really a game about like fixing cars and shit. Like, I mean, you know, I understand completely, you know, the need and want to really keep it as immersive as possible. You know, maybe there is a way to, you know, make it a bit more immersive, but my friend, I really don't have a good answer here. You know, I think like what could be done is like, to introduce in a bit cleaner way the rules, how the player's garage works. I think that would have been a better way, you know, so that player understands when when the vehicles are getting fixed, where those are getting stored, and all that stuff. And I don't think we have done particularly great job here, particularly also on the design side, to be honest. Let's use Dakota's garage to customize our cars. I mean, Pinky, and then you know what Pinky, what Dakota is supposed to be, where she's supposed to move, if we're using it to customize our cars. Anyway, joking, of course. So, Zayakov, I guess, if I'm reading your nickname correctly, said Ostra jazda cyberpunk Pawełek, which means like a hardcore drive, I don't know, cyberpunk Paweł. There will be pierogi soon in the garage. Cyberpunk 2077 tsunami is coming. Will hit the shores, getting better, can feel it. My friend, I really like the use of caps lock on your message. Zayatsov, exactly. Thank you, Zayatsov, for a hint how to read your nick. Good. I think that I have read it properly. Creep Slasher, how do you feel about remote internships? I mean, we have done remote internships, Creep Slasher, and it's okay. Like, the only problem with them is that intern needs a lot of time, my friend. A lot of time, seriously. Like, there's so much that comes for actual just interaction and cooperation and just building a bond. And like building that bond online is of course possible, but it's just much weaker. You know, you do not know other people as deeply as you would have if you meet them like in real life. Like, that's why I was mentioning like, you know, people that we have we have met, you know, in the Girls in the Games program as mentors and mentees, right? Like that, like evening and half a day and next day when we had together, when we were able to like talk about their goals and so on, it was great because we were able to actually see each other and like really be like, okay, so that is you, who is this nickname with whom I was like texting sometimes. You know, we have seen each other before online for a bit, but like meeting in person has so much more benefits, you know? So I think like internship online can really work, but from time to time having a meeting in person is really invaluable. Really invaluable, you know? Anyhow. My chums, let's move on. Another one from Bureaudyne this time around. I think we had it similarly, but this time around was a bit developed. I kind of like this timeline add-on here. You can see it. It's Not Your Band, 2014. Then it's like Gonna Miss You Something Awful, 2023. And then 2077, Is He? Nah, not anymore. Yeah, so exactly. So Bureaudyne, exactly. It's the updated version, as I thought. I know how to fix the car, just throw a grenade and it's fixed. Okay. You guys are just all of those exploits you guys are doing. Yeah. Zielono Ludek wrote, so Martina wrote, we didn't have enough time. Yeah, I know. I would love to like spend a bit more time with all of you. Like, I literally managed to talk to, I think, 6 or 7 mentees when I spend with them maybe 10 minutes, sometimes less, you know? And it was like, yeah. So it was just, and then, you know, yeah. And I wish I could like spend more time with my mentee, so Ula, and just like really like to work on the plan and so on, you know, for development. But, you know, again, it would have been great, you know, to have a few more days, really. But, you know, again, it is what it is. We are going to meet in person in time. Manatees, not manatees, Delamain. At least we have a picture. Just no one wrote. Yeah, exactly. We just have a picture. That's it. And you know what's bad, Anya? That I'm not even on that picture because I was still working and I was on the way. You know, that was on the way. The Calix asked about Crystal Palace DLC. My friend, I am not commenting about anything. Regarding the future plans, okay? Any like DLCs and whatnot, okay? So something for our Cybercaldos wrote, not an exploit. Arasaka taught me how to fix cars. Okay, my friend. Confirmed? Okay, what is confirmed now? You guys, I literally would have like, I don't know, would have to not even read your questions because future DLC confirmed. Okay, well, I mean, you guys know that we're working on stuff for you, so that's hopefully not like a fucking revelation from this stream. Have you seen anything from expansions? I mean, I work on it, so I hope I did. Not asking about what it is, just if you have seen some of it. I mean, so... Keysore 2007, my dear friend, like I do almost nothing else but work on it, right? So Pavel loves confusion. Oh, thanks. Right, as everyone knows exactly, Martina, I love confusion. Zielono Ludek, yes, I love confusion, but that's about our internal running joke. Anyway. Pavel, tell us about Morgan Smasher. Why almost nobody talks about him in detail? I don't know, Machiavelli. What is your theory? Pavel is Quest director confirmed? Yeah, I think this is quite confirmed, actually. Anyway, my dear chums, let's move on. Here we have, you know, one of our new animations add-ons that we have added for the photo mode, you know, the fact that you can make this nice heart, you know, for your partners. We hope that it will be like this. Shaft 2K, you're not giving up with Takimura Nomad DLC, right? That's good, my friend. This is what life is. Don't fucking give up, you know, never fade away. You know, it may not happen, but you do not give away. You do not give up, okay? It's hella cute, yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to encourage Shaft 2K. Exactly, never stop fighting. That's the spirit. Exactly. This is what I like. Mocked Bar asked, hi Pavel, do you know anything about the mouse and keyboard support? That question was actually asked today, the beginning of the stream almost, and I mentioned that we know you guys ask about it. I cannot talk about like what we work on and when we don't. We just acknowledge a few things on the forums, where you can check basically on the post like what we are working on right now. But thank you for your comment. It always makes us, I think, more aware, you know, that this is something that players would really need and want. The beginning of the stream a lifetime ago? I mean, for me, it was like a moment ago. Key Source wrote, Key Searsos 2017, there's way too little Judy and Panam in the game. Oh, really? Is it? Pavel Sasko confirmed the Babcom. Yes, I think that actually is kind of confirmed, like 36 years at this point. So we're fucking behind the schedule. Back on Bob. Fake news. Cool. Okay, my troops, let me go through that memes. Another one about Panam. I like this one because like somebody claimed it's my name in the game. Guys, like seriously, I'm not so egotistic to put myself in the game, okay? That brand was added by someone, and no, it has nothing to do with me. So hey, you know. Who do I need to contact about accessibility feedback? Evidence asks. My friend, definitely contact our customer support team. They know a lot about it. Okay, it's Camille Cesaro, obviously. Wedding confirmed. I don't know what's going on. Paolo Sasko. Jesus Christ. Someone edited to Sasko. Jesus. You guys are the best, but like I think you can spend your life like doing you know, other things than just like adding something so tiny to the game. Let's just, you know, just make a cool mod that you can be proud of, right? To your portfolio, you know. We need an Easter egg in the game. Find the Sasko. Oh god. Like I think last game that I've been at in a form of Easter egg was the Witcher 3. Blood and Wine in the cemetery, where me and Carolina Stachera actually killed over 70 game developers when you have their graves of like the different devs from the Witcher 3, Blood and Wine and Hearts of Stone expansions. So yeah, I think this is the last time I've been in the game, so. KitKat Kate, thank you for being in the chat and have a great rest of the day, my friend. Crip Slasher, when submitting a portfolio for an application, how would you show off your project? I guess it depends on the project, my friend. If, for example, you want to show off quest mods, would you add a link to the quest mod or would you link a video and such? My friend, one thing that I think what's important here is the fact that we as game devs, we are getting, and especially like the big companies like CDPR, but also others, like we as Reds, we get shit ton of applications, right? And because of that, like I don't really have time to really go much into detail into your application. So when I go through your application, I really need to make it like stand out, right? I really need to like look into it and be like, I like that, right? So that you can grasp my attention and be like, oh wow, look at this. So how to achieve that? With mods, it's actually like, I think the best way is YouTube. You can make an unpublic video that you just add to your portfolio saying like, hey chums, here you have a link, you can play my mod, but if you actually don't have time, here's a cool video, and here in my portfolio, here you have a GIF from that video, you know? Grasp your attention. Now as a Sasko, I'm like wow, such a fucking cool GIF from a from a mod. Oh wow, curious what's there. I click the link and you get me hooked, right? I go on YouTube and I start watching and I watch a bit more and I'm like, wow, you get me hooked even more, and I'm like, holy shit, okay, that starts to work. So then like download your mod and then you get me. You know what I mean? This is how you do it, right? So always when you're thinking about how to present your portfolio, think about person, that is receiving bazillion applications with people that are decent, sometimes even better than you. What to do in that case? Try to showcase your things as well as you can, right? Because like having it done well is one thing, but just showcase it well. Send the VHS tape. Yeah, absolutely. Excellent idea. Excellent idea. Anyway, my friend, I think this is a pretty good idea, a pretty good way to approach it. If your name was in the game, what kind of brand would it be? Tea shop? Oh God, I think I would be like a loaf of bread. That's it, you know. Oh God, Sasko Shake Shack. Sure, Sasko Burgers. Pavel's Bread. Wax Shop. Thanks, guys. Just you know, just Sasko Lubricants. That's basically, you know. Let's just not be shy. Sasko's Barber Shop. Okay. Awesome. Pavel and Sapphire Barbershop. Okay, anyway, I think a vaccination point. Jesus Christ. Yes. Exactly. Anyway, my dear chums, I really appreciate, you know, the fact that you're interested in that, but, you know, like, again, let's believe myself because, you know, let's focus on you. So, another one, actually, pretty cool one that I saw one of the members of our community did. You have here the credits: Vos Videmus, Northern Wolf, Pinky Julian, and Small Sandayu. I think, yeah, exactly, Pinky's with us for sure. I've seen Wolfie. I think I've seen Wolfie on the chat. Sasko Fight Club with KO from Solid Spaz. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, Sasko with KO. That's meme segment is approaching 2 hours. It's not a meme segment. It's a fucking coaching segment with Daddy Sasko. You know, because like you guys literally asked me questions about life. You know, so it's like we literally had memes for like 3 minutes. The meme segment turned about into like let me preach about life segment, life and career coaching stream. Yeah, apparently. Papa Sasko Pizza Pseudo Daddy Sasko. Yeah, well, exactly. Thank you for time stamping YouTube videos. So helpful. For their lack, I mean, thank you so much, man. Or girl. I put like 2 hours, 2.5 hours every Monday evening / night, you know, for you guys to really make it, you know, so that you can like watch those videos in a comfortable manner, whatever you actually, you know, like in those. Anyway, really awesome fucking really awesome tarot cards. Love that one. You have Temperance, Justice, the Hanged Man, and the Fool. You know what I like about this? And I don't know if all of you like spotted that, but I guess and maybe like Pinky can tell us, because I think we have Pinky on the chat. Pinky, I think this is the those are the characters, right, that you guys have. So let's see here in the Fool, Small Sandayo. This is Vidan with Oda, right? Isn't it? Yeah, those are RVs. Exactly. I thought so. Exactly, I thought so. Because I remember the Vos Vidimus had the one that is this like Small Sandayo. It has this V that is like this sneaky kind of, I don't know, netrunner, hiding in shadows kind of edgy dude. Yeah, exactly. There's a question, did I meet Keanu Reeves? I mean, so it's not that like... So in a way, yes, in a way, no, unfortunately, my friend. That's the answer. So I had the pleasure to work with Keanu, but not in person. It's not that I sat together with him by the table and we had like, and we shared like milk and talked about life, you know, and Matrix and so on. But we've been in contact with him, you know, regarding various things. So this is how the cooperation worked. What are you guys about this milk today? Yeah, I have a white bottle. That's true, you know. By the way, I mean, it's actually funny, but every time when people were like telling me that I should like drink vodka with them, I always just tell them that I'll just drink milk. I remember like we used to like go as when I was in my acting classes, we used to go with like our like acting group, with our theater group to like the bars and so on, where like everyone was like ordering like heavy vodka and shit, right? And I go to the bar and like I just gonna milk, you know. And if you have 2%, is the perfect one, you know. And just like everyone was fucking laughing at me, but because they have because they normally have milk in bars, because they do it for White Russian, I think is the name of the drink. Because they use it for White Russian, so they obviously have milk. So I was using my knowledge about White Russian to get the bartenders to just give me milk in all those bars. So yeah, and I was always sitting with that you know, whiskey glass with the milk. So yeah, here we go. Green or blue top? You mean for the White Russian? My friend, I don't drink alcohol, so in my case it was just milk. It was just milk. Okay, anyhow, my dear chums, I just wanted to say really awesome tarot cards, you know, put by Small Sandayo. I think I am going to be moving forward. Oh god, goat milk, Pavel Das. Okay, I think that we're stepping in a fucking dangerous territory, and this is a territory where that is not suitable for a family-friendly stream. My dear chums. Stirred not shaken, exactly. Just stirred not shaken milk. You're all hilarious. I don't know what's happening in this chat. Like, I have a feeling, like, literally imagine that someone fucking pops to the stream and literally thinks that this stream is like a session for perverted milk lovers. Literally, this is what it is. This is what this meeting is. It's supposed to be a family-friendly stream, and this is turning into some. Anyway, let's commence forward our group therapy, okay? Is it a dome? Hey. This is a whole ass comedy show he put out. I mean, well, you know what? This is actually not intended comedy, so I think it's the worst type. Anyway, let's move on. Aozan wrote, "Ha, I'm lurking," but this statement was roll my ass off. Kek W. Sure, guys. Sure, a Kek W. Anyway, let's move on. And, let's move on, my chums. Oh, I think that that's it. Jesus Christ, that was the last one. I can't believe this. We have managed to go through that. That was like literally the people call it meme segment, while in fact there's like 3 memes. The rest is artwork, and you guys just asking for like some life advice. 2 hours meme review. Oh, Wolf, you were with us. Nice to see you. I thought that you're on the chat. I love the artwork. Yeah. Okay, my chums, because I see more questions. Life coaching with Pavel. Yeah, exactly. Now we shall go to cyberspace. Exactly, that is going to happen, my dear chums. I'm just stopping the music in the background so it doesn't interfere. Can I make a 10 hours video of you laughing? I mean, if you cut it out of 4 hour, because this is a stream number 39 or 40. It might be 40 actually. 39 or 40 times 4. I believe that we have you would probably have 10 hours. I'm Cassidy. Could you please write in the alphabet that I can understand, my dear chum? because I'm honestly not so good in Russian or Ukrainian. Forgive me for not recognizing the language. If you had spoken that to me, I would know what you're saying, but cannot read it. You know, my Russian or Ukrainian is not that good.
Pacifica is still Pacifica. This has been your man.
Yes, your man Stan, exactly. Cool, Stan, good to see you. Now, my friends, I just need to check if I don't have any illegal shit. My dear chums, please speak English in the chat if you can, okay? Because I, like, admire the fact that you can chat in Russian or Ukrainian, but my friends, we cannot understand you. Story DLC by next year or end of this one. The still yes man asks, my friend, I cannot talk about future plans. Show us some. No, Camille, no illegal shit for you. You guys are way too fucking clever. Like, if I show you any of my illegal stuff, it will be everywhere in the internet. I know you guys. You know, I know you. Why V wants to be called V, not Vince and Valerie? Camille, because in the Slavic languages you need to derivate the endings of the words. Do you know what I mean? That V is a neutral when it comes to gender. So in Slavic languages, when you have to derivate, you would need to do the 7 forms. Therefore, you need to completely record everything. Therefore, that's the reason. Where is the game? I mean, guys, you guys can see the game, or you're trolling me right now? I hope you can see the game. Vincent and Valerie, same or different person? I mean, that question was asked. Like, they do have a separate. Can see it, and Zevi Rise art. And Zevi, you need to turn on your PC. Like, fucking turn on your stream, my friend, or like open your eyes. You know. Because if you like keep them closed or like monitors shut off or you have like no electricity in the home, you can't watch the stream. I tried it like two streams ago, was it? I had no electricity. I tried to stream. It fucking didn't work, my friend. Like, really. I'm 17 years in game development. This is what I learned. You can't run that shit with no electricity. Anyway, Just Shall wrote down so many conditions for this stream. Yeah, I mean, exactly. You need to have eyes open. You need to have the electricity. I know, it's challenging. Definitely. IT support right there. Exactly, I'm on point. Jesus Christ. My chums, let's go. Because, like, we need to play some game, right? We are... Lactomes? Memes, you mean? God. Anyway. Let's go. Let's go. So, what has happened last time? We have met Voodoo Boys. We have learned that actually they want to give access to my chip because they want to get access to Joni himself. And why that happens? Because they want to contact Alt Cunningham. As you guys know, a cyberspace in general, that whole space and that whole like field of life in a way is extremely important for Voodoo Boys. Oh my god, I hope you punched that big dude. Okay, I am lost in what's happening. The chat is like living their own life at this point. Anyway, my chums, let's move on. Ice bath, I'm ready. Don't tell I'm gonna get in. Look like you're the bait. Okay, I like that.
Johnny, looks like you're the bait. You okay with that?
Yeah, whatever. Just do what she says.
Okay. Bridget, what do you want from Alt? What's the Blackwell really? Oh, by the way, I last time talked to you guys about the fact that there is a reason why we put the characters, you know, exactly like this, that you cannot really exactly stand behind them, so that, you know, they can do this nice, like, 270 turns, you know, when the look-at is first following the chest and then the hip movement. Anyhow. Previously on Sasko Sundays. Oh god. Yeah, that must be interesting. What do you want from Alt, Bridget?
What exactly do you want from Alt? All of you.
Alt the only one can give us safe passage past the Black Wall. When the change comes, we wish to be on the winning side.
The change?
When the Black Wall was built, everyone think the ice would be enough. Keep the wild AIs out, away. But technology advances. It cannot be stopped. And now, catastrophe come again. This is sure, and soon. The corporations, they do not see the danger. But we will be ready.
It's actually interesting, my dear chums, you know, how beautiful is that character? That's exactly Guadalupe's what I was actually getting to, you know, because like...
Why you wait? The ice will melt waiting for your decision.
Bridget, I'm talking to the chat. Sorry. Basically the behind-the-scenes story by V. Rodine, Fairchick, Jesus Christ, you guys redeemed so many points. Anyway, let's go through that. So, I wanted to point out a few things. V. Rodine, you have redeemed points. Pavel, when you became the WWE superstar, I must have missed that moment, you know? Like, my signature move is like milk slap. That's basically what I do. Anyway, my dear chums, so the behind the scenes story regarding this, like when we were actually looking into the and constructing one of our characters, you know, one of the fears, you know, that we in general as devs have is like the fact that you can hit the uncanny valley, you know, with your characters, with the way they look, with the way they act, with the way they are animated, and that's always something really dangerous, you know, and that's why you always try to stylize and make the characters really not really look identical as they are in real life, but make them believable on screen. This is actually two different things, and I actually wanted to talk to you about something connected to that. So in my early ages, when I was actually learning, you know, when I went to my studies, one of the things I was doing, I was actually attending the, you know, the Warsaw University Theater, where I had classes with like various, you know, directors. We were doing like various things and so on. It was not maybe super advanced, but we were like learning a bunch of things. We had an option to also cooperate with theater, with Academy of Theater in Warsaw. I was also able to sing in the musicals and sing in some operas, or like star in some operas and so on. Those are all small roles and so on. But they were all really cool. And one of the things that I learned during my times in the theater was that in theater, when you're actually acting, you need to exaggerate all the movement. You need to exaggerate the mimics. You need to be stronger and bigger with everything you do, because otherwise it doesn't read as clearly for a person as it does on a screen, right? When you're actually on screen, you act slightly differently than you're in the theater. And it's actually a very profound difference, because like when we were, and when I was working with actors who are actually actors coming purely from theater or purely from TV, there are actually significant differences between them that you have to like address when you're working together, right?
Ice will melt waiting for your decision.
And it's interesting because like when we were building Witcher 3 scenes are much more like a movie. You actually build that scenes the way you actually work for movies. But Cyberpunk scenes are actually like theater. And that was like one of the realization when I was working together with cinematic department in 2016, when I was doing first prototypes of like scene system together with a few other people. One of the realizations I had was that the scene system actually in Cyberpunk is like theater, because you don't have cuts. You're primarily Dell all the time. You don't have camera shots. You are primarily like, you have one observer. And so what we have to do in a way, we need to direct those characters, those actors in a way you would direct for theater, and not the way you would direct for the movie. It's actually
Why you
such
wait?
a profound
The ice will melt
difference,
waiting for your decision.
and I think like a lot of you who maybe know a bit more about TV or like TV shows or like cinema in general and theater, and maybe you attend often or so. Like I personally love theater. Before COVID, I was going very regularly to the theater. I was like, I spent lots of time, you know, in the theater, especially like musicals. Also, quite a lot on operas, and like it's a really deep and profound difference. Anyway. I'm very sorry, my dear chums, to throwing that on you. Kajo wrote, this is so insightful. Wow. I mean, again, like this took me like months of actually research and trying things out in Cyberpunk to actually realize that what we're building right now, I need to get directly from my theater experience, not from my cinematic experience. I had some, but it was fairly poor. And anyway, my dear chat, I think we'll be moving on. I'm Cassidy. Pavel, judging by the way you tell everything in detail and share your thoughts, I begin to think that this is your first playthrough since the release of the game. Well, I'm Cassidy. It's my first playthrough, yes. Officially, after the release. Yeah, I started playing after the game was released. Well, not directly, in the middle of April on, I think 1.2 at this point, or 1.1, but I think 1.2, and yeah. Gabriel confirmed Pavel will main event upcoming WrestleMania 38. Some say he will face Vince McMahon with WDA company on the line. Okay, I mean, cool, I guess. I'm really getting confused, guys, how the fuck it happened. But how we got in that conversation in the chat, but Machiavelli wrote, ice melted. Yes, Machiavelli, I know. I hope that they will fucking bring more. I mean, we know they will. Anyway, guys, that was some behind-the-scenes story. Story for you guys. Yes, Blaster just generating the ideas. Redeemed. Cool. We'll talk about it when I have a topic. What's the black wall, really?
The black wall. What is it, exactly? I mean, I know.
You know only what the Netwatch tell you. The final bastion against the post-war AIs. The great victory of humanity over chaos.
That would be your Saturday morning Netwatch propaganda.
But the black wall is an AI itself. The boundary condition let nothing pass through, either way. If the AIs thought like people, they would call it a traitor.
Oh wow, thank you Kogito so much for giving us subs. Man, you're amazing. Thank you Kogito so much. Yeah, I see you gifted the second one and third one. Damn, man. Okay, anyway, my dear chums, I really need to, yeah, holy moly, 294 gift subs. Yeah, Kogito is a fucking legend. Yeah, true support. I mean, yeah, I mean, Kogito's doing much more behind the scenes, like, just by talking with me about various things and so on. You guys are the best. Alpha Antidote, thank you so much for the prime. Choo choo. God, you guys the best. I'm reading what Board Panda wrote, and I'm actually not sure. Prior to patch 1.5, it was able to kill Bess Ice's son by lobbing grenades at him.
The ice will melt waiting for your decision.
That sounds like a bug, I guess, or like a stretch. Oh, you guys are start spamming and asking Kogito if DLC is confirmed. You sneaky bunch. You sneaky bunch. Pavel romance DLC? What? That is, you know, Pavel has enough romance in his life, you know, so... Anyway, my dear chums, don't tell me I'm gonna get in that.
Oh, come on. Not the tub.
We must prepare you for the dive into cyberspace. You are not accustomed to the neural demand.
Don't try and get out of this, V. Just do what she says. I'm not about to sizzle with you.
Oh god, what if Pavel appears in a jig in the street next patch? Machiavelli, don't trigger people, okay? Don't do that.
Why
anyway.
you wait? The ice will melt waiting for your decision.
Okay, guys, let's go. Antuno, thank you so much for the Prime. You guys the best. I really love Shirami. Kopti wrote. Yeah, she's amazing. The Zero.
Why you wait?
The O0. You guys have a real tongue twisters, those nicks. The Zero of Roth as an Uncanny Valley thing, you absolutely nailed. The characters' face models, I think. Yeah, that's our character art team, and they did actually quite a big deal of exploration, you know. Pavel dancing DLC when, I mean, you know, in the game you can actually go to 5 or 6 different clubs and actually dance, and you know, my friend, I actually implemented that. And there was also one change that they did regarding dancing that none of you found, so whatever. Thank you so much, Kogito, for gifting the subs. Damn it, man, you are the best. You're the best, Kogito. Thank you, Kogito. You're the best. Yeah, almost 300. Kogito, this is insane, man. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Wait, what? No one found something with dancing? Well, I think you guys found, but you didn't appreciate it. Because, like, I did, yes, but whatever. I'm not telling you that. You guys didn't find anything anyway. I mean, and not anything. You guys didn't find everything yet anyway. So I'm not saying anything. You'll find and we'll see. You know, then we can talk. That's why I didn't say about Iguana anything before.
Why you wait?
If you start combat in clubs and start dancing, enemies do not hurt you. I mean, of course, you know, they have full respect. They have full respect for your skill set. Anyway, let's move on.
Let's do this.
Okay, Machiavelli, let's check that ice. Damn. Yeah, and here you can, guys, see the power of our, like, first-person perspective storytelling, right? You are put in, you really feel that you're there, right? And when they add ice, right? And then the music. Like, I literally feel my ass freezing at this point. Yeah. So there's so much to talk about here. There's so much to talk about. So we'll probably stay here till the end of the stream. My dear chums, first of all, like when I was getting into the bathtub, you could see, of course, the power of first-person storytelling. There was a combination of like UI elements, you know, that were popping up on the UI, you know, basically showing, you know, how we are being connected and sucked into that cyberspace, you know. And here you need the guidance of like multiple different characters, in a way protection as well, to be able to get there. Now there's so much actually cool shit that I can talk to you about. So behind this tea story from Enteville. So guys, did you see that moment when actually I was like lying in the bathtub and someone like approached me, that woman approached me and like added more ice? We were like specifically working on those eye cubes to make sure that they actually float nicely on our water there and doing the whole water simulation. I believe it was done in Houdini. And some of you that know, Houdini is a software that you use for various like fluid and sometimes also a cloth simulation in games. And Houdini is one of the best softwares like produced for like that kind of things to be generated, you know. And of course, you know, it does it based on a bunch of variables that you need to provide it with and work on it and adapt it well in the game, because of course it doesn't work by itself. There's work needed to make it happen like this. And it was really important for us to make you feel that you are really one of those badass netrunners that can like go into bathtub and like really sunk in that cyberspace and really feel this cold, right? Like when they add those ice cubes, you know, I literally felt my ass freezing there, you know, in that bathtub. Well, it's technically being collapsed like a freezer. Yanchoks asks, thanks for your job. Thank you so much, Janchok, for words of appreciation, my friend. Was it a long discussion in Teams? What scenes like that look the way they look now? Whose idea was it? Penguin Gamer, that is actually such a complex topic because like we have been iterating so much. It was an idea of many different people actually like creating layer over layer over layer over layer over layer until it actually got to that point. Just let's listen to the music in cyberspace. Do you hear what kind of music is playing here? There's nothing. We paid attention even to the fact that we'll play the music to the point when they actually add ice, and then we'll very consciously play with silence. That's exactly what we're doing. Like, for instance, here with Marcin Przybyłowicz, with Piotr Adamczyk, when we're always directing that moments, please remember that you really need to be very deliberate and with the choice of the music. And sometimes, actually, you can really make it amazing with a specifically picked silence, you know. And you can feel it because there is this huge difference, right? Between music that was before, you know, that transition and I land here, and then there's silence, right? And also another thing, like look at the pixel map, right? So what is the pixel map that is used here? Behind the scenes story by Ferchik 10. Ferchik, so regarding this behind the scenes story, like when you actually have something in the game that is sort of like this, this is basically a second rendering mode that is being applied on a current sort of level that I'm at, together with like some geometry being changed, and it's being rendered on top of the actual rendering of a location. So basically in this moment, a certain VFX gets applied that is bouncing like a wave, you know, and as a player, I can see basically those pixels like falling in, because we wanted to give you this feeling of world being like sort of like generated and built away from the camera as it's happening, you know, and that pixel map is basically drawn over all the meshes and graphics and renderer that is here. And here you literally have two different like rendering modes on top of each other, right? The previous one that is a normal world, the typical world, and then this certain like a pixel map that is on top of it. But if you will look into characters actually look slightly differently, and we'll talk about it in a moment. Guys, I actually see so many milk comments in the chat. Murda ML, thank you for being on the chat. Pilchek asks, how do you feel about positive reception on 1.5 patch? My friend, I feel like this feels so good, you know, this feels so good to finally be able to like receive a bit more positivity. Because in a way, like we are, like imagine, like you are this game dev, right? Who just like released the game, worked on it as much as we could, you know, released it. Some people liked it. A lot of people didn't like it. There was like a huge negative narrative in the community. And so you're fucking sitting in the bunker, you know, with your shovel and just like digging that shit. And working, you know, and trying to like, you know, you stay in the trenches, you know, you don't fucking see it day and night, you know, from that trench, you don't know what's fucking happening, you know, you just make that 1.5, you know, you just look out from that bunker, you know, or from that trenches, you know, you expect to get fucking shot instantly by like first, you know, YouTube comment or Twitter comment or like meme video or, you know, somebody laughing you off. And then, you know, you just get out there and it turns out that the day is nice and actually sun is shining and fucking orcs, you know, and Nazgûls and other like dangers actually left the world in a way, and you can get out and you know, and sit by the fire, you know. It feels great, my friend. Really, finally, you know, to just like leave the bunker. You know, from time to time. I have left the bunker before, you know, in a way, talking to you guys. but it definitely, you know, there was enough of us kind of feeling like this, you know, and it's awesome, honestly, to just be closer to people and finally like feeling any positivity, because it was really depressing, and it was difficult. But you know, again, like I think the team really took it like in a chin, in a really like I don't know, exemplary manner, and they like got up on their feet and really did their best really to work and deliver, you know, and really tried. So we're really thankful, you know, I think for this positive reception, and we hope that more players will be able to look into the game and really like see it what it is, right? Not see like what somebody else said, because like there's so many comments on like YouTube, Reddit, fucking everywhere. People saying, yeah, I didn't even consider playing the game, or like I hated that game just because like I read some comments and I was just negative about it and I didn't even start it, didn't buy it, didn't play it, I didn't want to care about it. And only they started playing, they started seeing, holy fuck, I actually kind of enjoy it, you know? It's kind of cool to have a cat, it's kind of cool to have a friend, it's kind of cool to have a romance, you know, it's kind of cool to drive around, you know, shoot stuff, you know, build my own story. This game is actually not that bad that people were telling me, you know, and it's just, and I see that, you know, the impact that the narrative had on the people. And the fact that it actually changed like at least a bit, you know, I was telling you guys that at some point that I literally went to fucking like high sodium and I was sure I'm on low sodium. I was reading the comments and I couldn't find anything negative, and I was sure something happened. If I scrolled long enough, I finally found some negatives, because, you know, otherwise it would be probably pretty strange. But anyway, you know, it felt like low sodium. But talking about Reddit here, of course, right? But, you know, we look at other places like forums, we look at the Twitter, obviously, you know, and, you know, Tumblr and all other, you know, places for your guys' feedback and comments. Anyway, sorry guys, I went into Preacher Pavel, you know, so Coach Pavel is fucking left. Then you actually, you know, the Preacher Pavel or the Evangelist is with you. X-Man Slayer, thank you so much for the sub, my friend. Cogito, holy shit, I actually think, yes, Cogito just surpassed 300 gifted subs. Thank you so much, Cogito, you are amazing. Anyway, my friends, I think we need to move on. Because like the preacher Sasko needs to go back to the playing the game, Sasko. And Seville wrote, you deserve it so much, dude. I mean, my friend, it's not me, it's the team. Cyberpunk is one of my favorite RPGs of all times. You are not a random dude with internet connection. Okay. You're a legend and everyone here agrees. I mean, you know, sure. I mean, I'm really glad you guys are having good time here, you know, and that's the most important thing. You know, until I know that literally like dude in Żabka and like you know, Baba somewhere in the bazaar, they don't know about Cyberpunk and they didn't play it, and then don't think, you know, that Cyberpunk is great. My job is not done yet, you know. Literally, Baba at Bazaar and dude in Żabka. This is my goal. Until they don't know this, my job is not done yet. So, we'll talk when I'll get there, my friend. Anyway, sorry guys. I'm just like, let's please, let me please go into the game now. Camille asks, can you please explain the process of going into Blackwall? So we have talked about it a bit actually during Night City Wire. Like what happens here? Like you get connected as V basically in a bathtub or something, anything that really can cool down your body, because your body becomes a PC. You're actually the one that is basically powering it. You are becoming a GPU, your brain, your body, right? So you need to handle this, and your brain starts to be overclocked, right? And you start to do so many actions and so fast that it gets heated up. It's the same situation when you're like extremely stressed out or thinking really like about something, and that you get a headache, you're so stressed out, you need to cool off your body. So that's why you lie in one of those bathtubs and so on. And then your body gets uploaded here and you appear here is some kind of a collection of data where you can move around and actually see other netrunners. And as you can see here, cyberspace is a representation. Some kind of like a pixelated representation or like a point map representation of a real world that you can really explore and basically see the glimpses of it. But cyberspace after data crash in Cyberpunk is a really dangerous place, and we know something about it from the lore, right? That there is a black hole that was basically put there to stop the AIs from behind of the black wall from invading and literally like pretty much killing everyone who is using the network. So like people who are using like websites and whatnot in the internet as view when you buy apartment, and whatnot, when you do that, when you just use just the surface level, right, of the internet. But then, when you go deeper, you actually have this level of, or like quick hacks and whatnot, but when you go deeper, you have this level of that what netrunners are using. And I don't know, like nowadays you could maybe compare it to the dark net and dark web, right? When you need a special type of website, like a browser to really connect to it and so on. So this is like not really accessible when you're like using just a normal internet, right? So a cyberspace is a form of it, right? But it's a very dangerous and hostile place, and only some people get there, and mostly with protection of other people. And let me actually go through that scene, because holy fuck, we're not going anywhere, my chums, in this speed. Pinky Julian says like Sasko Sunday, more like something more like Sasko week, please. Oh God. Pinky, but after a day with me just washing your brains, guys, you would just start drinking from a milky water bottle and doing salsa. This is the state I would get you to after one day, let alone a week. Palos writes, I began to my first playthrough with patch 1.5, having a blast so far. Deus Ex 1 is my favorite game ever, so Cyberpunk 2077 is right up my alley. Good job. Thank you, Pelion SZ, and I wish you, man or girl, a fantastic time. Okay. Let's go. So, do you guys remember when I mentioned to you? Okay, another behind-the-scenes story by Credenson. Okay. The Long Crossing road. See you next week. Chums bye. Thank you, Long Crossing, to be here. And see you next week. So, behind-the-scenes story by Credenson. Do you guys remember when I mentioned some time ago that we had to actually introduce in a way, a different rendering mode for characters? Do you see what happens here? Look at this, right? Like, we had to actually pay attention and develop a certain way of movement. Bridget lag, yeah, exactly, basically. She's like keeping up, right? She's not smoothly turning after you, but she's literally lagging, right? Like as the data is getting red, and you can see those smooches, you can call it, right, around when you move, when she's being drawn. And also look about the difference between the pixel map and the background and her, right? This is the third rendering mode that I wanted to mention to you, right? I mentioned to you that to basically pull off the cyberspace, we really had to make it feel that you're in a different place. So what we have done, we have one rendering mode, a place you are. Second one, the pixel map, the thing that you have around you. The third one is the rendering mode that is in a different channel, rendering complete characters. And here you can see she's kind of rendered on top. Look, she's rendered on top of those things, right? In a way. And that pixel map is, in a way, she's transparent a bit, but not going completely through her. And that's basically the reason, because when we tried actually the characters looking like they're on pixel map completely, they looked really weird. They looked really scary. There was this uncanny valley feeling, you know, you didn't really buy the story, especially when you were talking to them, and I talk about it more in a moment. But basically we had to like develop a mode, a system, a way to make that characters really believable in that cyberspace. And that's why you have the separate rendering mode that draws her here in red. So that's why you in cyberspace have actually 3 separate rendering modes enabled. And of course, you know, a small thing like the lag here is one detail. And there's more, you know, like maybe there's no point of talking about it, but you can basically see other netrunners there, you know, somewhere afar, right? Those other that are with us, that are like in a way guarding us. That you can move around here and basically see. There's a question about being able to scan the advertisements in the new feature 1.5 from Night Tilt. I don't think that we have added a feature to scan advertisements, my friend. Some of them, those that have a context in a story scenario, and I think this is true for some of the quests and few gigs, they do, but that's it. So those, because they're important in the context of the story that you're actually playing at the given time. Like, I don't think all of the advertisements were scannable. But I might be wrong. This is not in my alley, my friend. So I might not be completely right here. Yeah, and there is a great question. That there is basically a line, like a connection, you know, from their heads. You can see it, like one connection, another connection. If you look at them, you know, there is basically always this like connection, you know, being drawn between them and cyberspace, but Brigitte doesn't have one. Well, I mean, she's in a way like the more powerful one, because she's the one that can actually move around with me. Like, I think in a moment when we are approaching towards the black wall, we can see. Also, the thing is that they are here basically for our protection, right? They are not moving with us. They are immobilized. They are on those chairs, and she's with me here on the black wall. Okay, my chums, let's talk about it. Let's talk with her. Where are we? Is it seriously? Oh, by the way, sorry, and just one last thing. Sorry, chums. Oh, and I think this is an excellent opportunity. Blaster Bro 2 asks about generating ideas. Blaster, excellent opportunity. Look, imagine that you as a designer, you have to design something as cyberspace and how to make it work. And now looking away from her and listening to it, what do you think, what was the inspiration actually to do it? With that like silent drone in the background, you know, it's almost silent, it's almost like death. Yeah, the Matrix, you guys are not far. So what was that bit in the Matrix inspired by? It's the space. It's the feeling that the moment when you're in space, you know, that moment of deafness, you know, the fact that you're actually like cut out from all the music, the moment when everything is like, you feel that you have like, the void. Yeah, exactly. Like the fact that actually everything is just like muted in a way, right? And even if you speak, and vacuum, even if you speak, exactly. And the thing is like, that's actually, I think, an excellent example of like, when you as a designer, you're looking for an idea, how to make something relatable and like understandable for people, but in the same time, interesting and original and touching. You can look into other human experiences and extrapolate from it. So here, for instance, you're looking, okay, how to actually do the cyberspace. So then what if we do it like in a way, kind of how it was in space, or, you know, Matrix-wise as well, but we always try to go back to human experience. Like Matrix is already a creation of a human creativity. And we always, as devs, we always try to go back to the experience itself, not a like a piece of art that Matrix is, created based on that experience, right? So that's why Matrix is a good hit, but always our inspiration is going further, you know, directly to the human experience, you know. Everything is muffled. Anyway, my dear chums, I want to move on because, like, so here when it comes to generating the ideas example, like when you're actually struck with that kind of thing, when you don't know how to figure something out and something's supposed to be fresh and you don't know how to depict that, think about going back to pure human experience so that whatever you will actually end up making is relatable. And it's in a way it can be understood by the player, by people who are actually playing your game, watching your movie, seeing your play, listening to your music, whatever you're doing, it's very, very universal. Go back to the experience. What do you want to do? And get inspired and build on that. Because if you make it too wacky and outlandish and weird, and then you are risking that you are going to lose many people who are trying to understand you, who are trying to follow you, who are trying to get your point and get what you're actually saying in this. Anyway, my dear chums, let's go.
Where are we?
This is our BBS, data fortress. Bridge to the deep net.
Mm-hmm. It all seems so live.
It's all so alive. So real.
Cyberspace moves, breathes at all times. The interface will adjust the ebb and flow of data to the capabilities of your brain. But you are an exceptional case.
Seeing something more than I am.
Yes, the cyberspace, it is always trop belle.
Okay. Does she captivated your guys' experience? Oh, 10 FPS? Oh, you mean that she is in 10 FPS? Yeah, probably, because I have more like 100, to be honest, when it comes to the game. I mean, well, I have it capped at 60. Without a cap, it's like 100. But the... like she is, of course, you know, intentionally done, basically, like she's glitching and so on, and you have this, like, you know, echo in the backgrounds and so on. Voodoo Boys for sure my most hated gang in the game. Well, I mean, at least they have left you not indifferent, my friend. So here we go.
So, what now?
We can begin. All is ready. We enhance your link to Silverhand's neural network for a short time to grab the fragment. We must find the data on Alt. Alt alone. This should only take...
Brigitte?
Woohoo! And it's happening. Keyword search. This is like one of the more badass moments, you know? Yeah, the flashback, exactly. Keyword search Alt Cunningham, right? We're going back in time into the memories of Johnny himself. Yeah. Whoa.
What's happening?
Look what happens, you know. We got back, and then you can see, yes, we are actually Johnny himself here. And you can see here, I'm read the same way as actually, we are read the same way as actually, you know, Brigitte was, right? So we are, I am now a similar representation here. And you can see, okay, we ended up in some weird spot, you know. Oh. Tried to grab that mic. Okay, so we're in some kind of concert, it seems. And then there's music playing, so there's some fractured data from this. It is a stage. Yes, my friend, I know. Okay, let's do it. Wait, he has not played this part? No, of course I did. Of course I did play it. Like, I didn't play it on like very last release version. I was playing it and reviewing it when we were making it, my friend.
Never fade away.
Rocker Gav, hello.
What next? Where are you gonna take it? Gonna drag a corporal rat on stage, make him kneel, douse him with gas, then light him up?
Damn.
Johnny! Johnny!
Silverhand! Oh! Over here!
Damn.
Silverhand!
Those are some real fans. Yeah.
Samurai!
I love Arasaka with Corpo. Your fans? I mean, you mean Johnny's fans, yeah.
Johnny!
It's, you know, look at that. We have this guitar with us, okay. Some, a pretty nice looking, guard. Damn. Okay, let's explore this. Average Pavo fans? Oh, come on.
Samurai!
Come on.
Ah! Johnny! Johnny!
She was just making a selfie with me. Okay, anyway.
Oh! Over here!
It's not your band.
Who did the animation here? Oh.
Johnny!
Oh god, I think David Cordero, but I'm not sure. I think David Cordero, you know, the one that you've been talking on Twitter with, you know? Yeah, you are breathtaking, yeah, exactly. Okay guys, let's get to know him, right? I mean, there's so many there's like so many things that I could talk about here, but then we'll spend the whole year just playing this quest. Just one thing that I wanted to point out, like, we wanted to make sure that we ingrain it as an experience as a player, and that you will actually see, you know, the moment when your chip is actually getting explored, you know, by Voodoo Boys, and the moment when we're actually trying to search in, actually get to the point of them finding out. Look at the wall. Yeah, I'm looking. The hammer since 1999.
Johnny!
Fire exit. Which wall? Section 10. Shoot that lady. I'm not going to shoot anyone. Not going to shoot anyone. I'm a nice. Do you guys know that the creepy or like creepy girlfriend meme? It's definitely that kind of vibe, you know.
Silverhand! Samurai! Hey! Ah! Samurai! Hey! Ah!
Cool.
Silverhand!
Okay, let's go.
Johnny!
Hey.
Johnny!
Oh yes.
Silverhand!
Lady.
Over here!
Oh hey.
Come here! Come on! Come here!
Fuck Arasaka!
Damn.
Come here!
Just this deep look in the eyes.
Silverhand! Oh! Over here!
Oh yes.
Silverhand!
Woohoo! Bro. Too much sugar, hyperactive. Yeah, curious what kind of white powder that was. Probably not sugar exactly. Okay, I think like everyone's kind of has fucking taken something today. Okay, anyway, I'm not talking to. Hey, dude, stop doing drugs.
Samurai!
You too, fucking scary. And you just stop doing everything. Okay, anyway,
Silverhand! Oh! Over here!
you guys like the young Kerry from 2013? Do you guys like did you guys like the progression, how we did it? You know, how he slowly like develops as a character and so on. Anyway, you guys probably know what I'm talking about, but like, you know, the looks, you know, the tattoos, the cyberware, you know, the haircut and everything, how it's progressing on him. Asakaga, yeah, as a character, yeah, he's fucking cool.
You know exactly why I do it.
No, nuh-uh. To piss Arasaka off enough so they'll give you a case of deep muscle lead poisoning?
Damn.
You kinda are, though. Only one to have a problem with me.
Cause everyone else has had it up to here. They're done thinking they can get through to you. You're fucking whacked.
Okay, I trust him. Babsonovska, bonk for the freaks. Yeah. 2023 carries the best? Oh, really? Okay. Push, I'm the one with a vision for the band.
But I'm the only one with a vision. So unless you got a better one, like I said, go fuck yourself.
Jesus Christ. Joni, you asshole. I need to check something. You guys probably know what. Wait, where the hell that is? I was checking game difficulty, exactly. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, I was feeling that it's like way too easy. Yeah, I was sure it's just like yeah, okay. Yeah, I think we're fine. I think we're fine actually. Because I set it up.
Or Kerry.
Hey Alt, how's life? We in a hurry?
We in a hurry?
Look at you. All hot and bothered.
That smirk, those. That smirk, you know. Okay, kids, like this is like you know, it's just like yoga, you know. Just yeah, it's just like yoga, and here they're just enjoying some ketchup, you know, going to like be grilling. Oh Jesus Christ, she will get all wet. Holy hell, this is such a risky behavior. Yeah, I mean, damn it. Kids was asked to have closed eyes. Yeah, exactly. That was intense. Yeah. No, damn it. Wow. Okay, what happened to that leg? Shit. I mean, I'm not so, like. Oh, holy shit. They are. Yeah, that's the yoga part I was telling you about. I think she's yeah, she's like hurting him or something. Oh God, Joni, you need to give up smoking, you know? Holy shit, you know? Like they need to give that clothes to laundromat now.
Goodness
just like
gracious
get it washed.
me.
I can't imagine like how dirty their clothes are now after all this like whiskey
Damn
or something.
shame that's
Damn
that.
it! Holy shit, Johnny, you dirty. Anyway, my dear chums, I'm not going to offer you any behind-the-scenes story, behind the scene, but I could.
Johnny.
But I want, maybe I will do it with, you know, offer some of you in person, you know, when we'll ever meet to basically discuss. This is nothing I can talk about online, but it's actually pretty, it's actually pretty interesting and really interesting things. But anyway, I won't be talking about it. It was, as you can see, a scene that required a lot of work and effort and planning. That's it. That's my very tell us of Valerie Silverhand. You won't tell everyone, right? Yeah, I can imagine. Like probably no one will find out. Tell me, lol. Sapphire wrote. Yeah, I can tell you, Sapphire. Like later, maybe. Not on the stream. Anyway, my YouTubes. I need to unfortunately move on. You know, it was fun when it lasted, but you know, we are not going to be diving more into that topic. Just you know. Let's end this section with just one comment being like, stay safe, you know, with all that endeavors, with drinking and then you know, doing the laundry together, you know. Machiavelli wrote Keanu enters the chat. Yeah, exactly, you know. Yeah, the ketchup was awesome. Exactly. Anyway, you know. Yeah, Silverhand did not use protection. I mean, we don't know, all right? We don't know. We don't get any. We don't have enough details. You know, he is a reckless person, but you know, who knows? You know, what he has done. It was the milk. No. Okay. Anyway, my dear chums, let's move on from this. In the mood to scrap again. Always gonna ruin it. Like I also personally like love that moment. You know, of like this kindness. You know, between them. You know, when they talk.
What, smoking after sex not zen enough for you? We gotta rewrite the art of war, too?
We're done, Johnny. With it all. I just couldn't ghost without saying something.
Oh God. So that was like yeah. So that they were doing like a goodbye laundry. Okay. Okay. Yeah. They're doing good bad laundry. By the way, I don't know, some of you know, but the laundry is a term. Doing the laundry is a term from actually the dance scene. It basically refers to like certain type of moves that you do in kizomba, and you know, anyway, it's one of the African dances. Maybe you guys know it, maybe not. From Angola, it's actually really cool. But you know, there is like type of movement, group of movement that is called robienie prania, or doing the laundry. So we always refer to that when like dudes like do too much laundry, basically during dancing kizomba. So yes, anyway, just some you know, behind the scenes detail for you. Yeah. What is the sex thing they talk about? Yeah, exactly, BA Preda. I have no idea. They were just doing the laundry together, as we established. So say it, you don't have to ghost. You don't have to ghost. Let's be kind.
You don't gotta ghost. I'll always...
Gladly fuck you when there's no one else around who wants to.
That's the idea. Isn't that what you came for? Oh God, I don't want to do that. I don't want to have this conversation in that way. Jesus Christ. I need like some dating advice now. What the fuck I'm supposed to say? There's like no good answer. They're all the bad answers. Okay, which one is the least bad? Glad fuck you when there's no one else would want. Isn't that what you came for? Jeez. I don't know. Should I put it on the hair? No, I'll be an asshole not to put it on hair.
Guess you got fucky lucky today.
Jesus Christ. Like, as a designer's wheel, so bad sometimes for you guys.
Johnny.
Just putting you in that position. You can be such a bastard sometimes, Johnny. Thanks, Alt. I did it for you, you know, but whatever. Don't mention it. By the way, Alt's hint. Wait, I want to talk about it. Behind the scenes story by Ezio 1515. Pazio, good Pavel, good man, you care. Well, I mean, I try. Machiavelli wrote, the scene is better without censors. I have no idea, Machiavelli, what you're talking about. None of us do. None of us do. So the thing, like, regarding the hand, like, we wanted to give out like a special type of cyberware that in a way will be very unique, a very special one. But so the one that no one has, and no one has this one outside you guys, of course, use it for your mods, which you do. But no one else, no other person has that version. And also we wanted to show that she's this amazing netrunner, but we also didn't want to turn her into like complete metal machine and so on, especially that we are like far in the past when like people were not augmented that much yet, you know, at that time. And we have played with like elements of the cyberware that is like aesthetic, and you can see you have this white sort of like glove that is in a way going together with that bra that she's wearing, you know, and has gold and white elements to it. But also what was important is like to show that it has also a functional element, and here you can see the glove actually connecting with those cables that are hooking up somewhere basically inside her elbow, you know. So we are suggesting that basically there's more under that we are not showing, right? Because we wanted to keep her fairly human in that point, because again it was quite early, but in the same time like a very unique as a character, right? Because Alt doesn't really have this much screen time in Cyberpunk, but it was very important to make sure that you as a player, you will really get the importance of this character, and you will understand how important she was for Johnny, you know. And you can see here like she is wearing that, you know, that samurai necklace, you know, on her neck. She has the bullet necklace, you know. She's here like supporting the band at the back and so on. She wanted to leave, and that's the moment when she wanted to say that she's leaving, but she didn't want to ghost Johnny. So like we are trying to show her like good side too, you know. Okay, I wanted to read the comment from In The Mix 37. Anyway, to fix that problem with the NPCs and cars, the spawn, if you turn the camera behind and game and move like 50-40 meters Also, the 2D cars still in game. I was expecting those things to be fixed now with the 1.5 patch, but seems not. And kinda ruins immersion for many people. In the mix, we definitely know about the problem, you know, regarding this. Like, as you can imagine, the cars that are like drawn really far away from this position. This is, of course, you know, directly impacting the performance, right? And it's done like this, you know, not without a reason, right? Like, we had to really be very careful what we are doing with those cars there. I'm not trying to say that this is done well or that this is done good enough in any way. I don't think none of us is really happy with the version that we're able to put together in the time we had. There was lots of work that we felt is more important for Cyberpunk 1.5 to do than that specific thing, you know, like for instance crowd reactiveness or like simply better driving, FPS driving, or better combat or better AI. Those things really take a lot of time, and I know because I've seen a lot of people online even surprised, you know, that we have rewritten so much, even like physics, you know, for the cars. Like, you guys know, even without any knowledge, really, like how complex that must be. And by complexity means time, right? So we just dedicated that time on things that felt are more important. But we definitely know that, you know, this is by no means in a great shape, that specific aspect. The alt mix. I don't really have much more to add. In the mix, sorry, 37. I don't really have much more to help. Reducing the NPCs numbers can help. I mean, so we have tried that, right? Like, I think that you are, as a player, you're just better immersed when you are walking around and you have more NPCs around you than when you like look far away. Then the variant when you have much less people around you, but the cars are much further. Unfortunately, that's the thing, because like a lot of players really didn't even look back there. Like, when I play, I don't really even look there, right? And I'm trying to play as normal player, you know, and it's just like, this is not impacting like my immersion, right? So much, right? Like, when we are looking at the discourse of the players, what players are saying, of course, you know, your comment, that is being brought up as something not done well enough. But it's not something that people point out as like first most important thing to be done, right? Like, I think better crowd density and traffic is much more immersive because it gives you this feeling, the reactiveness of the world and so on. The fact that they are drawn much further, of the cost, of course, of having less people and less traffic, right? Because this is a trade-off, my friend. Like, it's not for free, right? Like, your console, your PC has certain amount of power. It can spend it on rendering something. The question is simply like, what is your goal, right? Like, as a dev. And we want to keep you in the experience, and really somewhere far away is not that important. But I'm not saying it's done well, and I'm not saying it's not important, right? Those are separate categories for me, right? It still should be done well, right? I'm just saying that we have experimented with what you're saying, and unfortunately, like the things that are around you and close to you and things you can see and interact with, those are the most important. Those define your, you know, your how much you like the interactivity and the responsiveness of the world and so on. When something is so far away that you can't look at it or even shoot it or do anything about it, you really don't care effectively as a player. That much, of course, because what you said makes sense, right? I'm not denying that for the slightest. Anyway, yes, sorry for the longer answer, but the topic was required a bit more explanation to properly touch it. My chums, let's move on. Damn, you're on my ass today. Not good for you, this, all of a sudden. Okay, I don't want to say that, so let's go with it.
Things were swimming. What? Change your mind? Eats at my gut. Because you knew what you were signing up for.
Look, if you were just another charismatic, narcissistic douche canoe running around after his dream with his head up his ass, I couldn't care less.
But?
It's all a lie. That concert, Samurai, all of it. A ginormous fiction. You're not a rocker boy, Johnny, face it. Ought to join the wired wackos on the corners, frothing at the mouth as they scream death to Arasaka.
Damn, this is so fucking cool.
Huh, I get it. Like to fix your men, huh? Not the first to try, believe me.
I'm looking
Honestly,
respectfully.
I've got better things to do.
I'm looking
Just hope that help
respectfully.
you realize you're deluding yourself.
Damn.
And doing anything about it, that's on you.
Thanks, old. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, you know, I screwed it up. I definitely screwed it up. Zielony Johnny. Thank you, Zielony Johnny, for being with us on a chat. Yes, my friends, well, what I can say, the exit to the next level, douche canoe. I love it. Yeah, it's definitely, like, Boris is very inventive when it comes to the different kinds of curse words and so on. Yeah, douche canoe. My new word, yeah. Adara Liv wrote, "Hi, I just need to say how much I love your game." Hey, thank you so much. And, you know, it's not my game. I mean, partially it's our game, right? Our as a team and your guys. Boris motion captured with Keanu. Yeah, I believe he did, actually, Machiavelli. I think we have even recordings of that when we were releasing. So, yeah. Boris is our basic adaptation director who's always working with actors when it comes to the delivery and so on. And he's also, like, our head of adaptation team. So he's always, like, approving the writing and so on, doing some writing himself. He's fantastic when it comes to that. Cursing just asked me, I'm British. I can give you a few. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. My dear chums, Alt, you're confused. Get the faggot out of here. Afraid of Arasaka, that's what you are. Oh, God. No, I'm not. I don't want to say that shit. A legendary nut wrote Panam, my love. I mean, there's probably a big team of people that that loved her, but I'm glad you like her.
I think we're done for the day, so you can fuck off.
Jesus Christ, he's rough.
See, I thought...
Damn, she looks awesome in that clothes. I'm not saying anything, Jesus.
You're fucking hopeless.
Oh,
You don't
thanks.
know fuck all about me. This is all we have, all we are.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, here you have the Kerry. Yeah, cool clothes. Yeah, she basically was like completely customly designed, you know? Because again, with such an important character who is like...
Silverhand! Hey!
Who has just... with such an important character who has just a bit of a screen time, like we wanted to make sure that she just has a very, very badass looking clothes, and we'll just present her properly. And you can see here that she put a glove on, but the glove that still shows her fingers. Let me walk you home. Okay, they are too close.
Let's get out of here.
Join us for a drop, Silver Rocker.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Fuck off.
Whoa, short fuse on this one, huh?
Christ.
Leave me alone!
Holy fuck! Ugh!
No!
Damn. Like, I remember how much work was this encounter to, like, make sure that we'll just do it in a way. Because this is basically directly from the lore, right? And we wanted to make sure to do it as well as we could. Jesus Christ. Yeah, she got kidnapped. This counts? No, it doesn't. It doesn't, Vicho. No. Hello, kitty.
Really?
Check the back and echo. Yeah. Oh, nibbles. Fucking hell. Okay, so we are being saved by someone, apparently. Another reason to hate Arasaka. Don't mind if I do, Johnny Silverhand. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Come on. Rise and shine. Been a while, Johnny boy. How long did you say? 2 weeks since I last cobbled you up?
Yeah, Milt. Thanks for help. A ripperdoc clinic, my dear friend. So basically, we have been basically found and taken here, and we'll find out actually what has happened to us. But yeah, what I wanted to tell you actually, Milk Newman, Milk Newman, yes, Milk Newman, exactly. I always pick the optional lines, actually. Like, one of the things that I wanted to actually point out to you guys is, like, because, like, that moment, you know, with Joni and Alt, that was actually directly from the lore, so that's why, because there was a question in the chat, can you actually turn and, like, shoot the guy with, like, the mantis blades? And we had to do it that you can't. We were, like, looking for ways, you know, how to give the player as much impact as they could. That's why we added, like, few more dudes. We let you, like, shoot them, you know, and so on, so that you still do feel that you have done something. But we eventually, like, Johnny had to get stabbed, right? Because this is what happened. This is what is in his memories, right? And we wanted to honor that, like, because that's part of the lore. So because here in the game we're like telling you the events from the past, as you know. Are you and the team fully satisfied with Keanu's performance? I mean, Vartas, I mean, we've been talking about it a bit in the past. Like, the thing is, like, I don't think you're ever satisfied with anyone, really, like, when it comes to, like, performance, like, maybe some single cases. So there's always, like, some lines that are off for any character. But when it comes to Keanu specifically, I mean, to be completely honest, like, he feels pretty good as Johnny, like, and we have written the character to also, like, match Keanu's personality and his delivery. So, like, you can always say it can be better in a way. But like, the way it's done, the way how Boris has led him through that process and so on, I mean, me personally, it works, you know, like, and there are some moments that are really like captivating. Like, I remember the scene when he first time, like, actually wakes up in a way, and you see him for the first time when he kind of tries to kill you. He's very convincing in that moment. And, you know, there are some offlines that happen. But I think it's really the minority when it's the off. So I think that's the answer, you know. You can always kind of get better and do better in a way. But it definitely worked, like, for this character, from my perspective. And we have definitely, like, put time and effort into really, like, first writing him properly, and then making sure that Keanu can actually, like, perform it well, has a space to do it, you know, understands the character, has, you know, sometimes we're giving different takes because that's normal, which you always do with different actors. So yeah, that kind of worked out. I feel it kind of worked out. But again, it's just, as always, it always can be better, my friend. Did you like the movie Mute? Oh, Praddock, yes, I actually kind of liked it. I have to say, I watched it like 2 years before the release of Cyberpunk, I believe. But I don't remember much, but I kind of liked it. The movie itself. It has some Cyberpunk elements, so... Michał Żebrowski fans come here and give some love. Yeah, I mean, Michał did a pretty decent job too. Yeah, I watched Mute. Yeah, of course I did. Michał Żebrowski did a pretty good, you know, performance too. I mean, honestly, you know. Can you have a physical release of Cyberpunk, please? Chicken breast with sauce, right? My friend, chicken breast with sauce. I'm not the one that makes the calls about this, right? On me again? So I really don't know if there's gonna be a physical release or not. I honestly don't know anything about the topic. So, you know. Okay, my chums, let me talk to him, because we have last 20 minutes of the stream, and I would want to, like, at least have a moment to save in a good moment. Man, I missed you. How's things in my gut? Okay.
How's it look down there?
Well, shove so many tubes up your ass that you're about 2 mods off from pissing espresso and milk froth. Also tossed in a synthetic liver. Old one was looking worse than a paper bag full of shit.
Great. Now I can live forever.
Just as well.
God. Okay, I mean that was a good dialogue.
Man, did I miss you.
Bullshit, you gonk son of a bitch. Didn't even bother to call. You were supposed to be back for your follow-up.
Kid's like a son to me.
Yeah.
So I see.
You know what I wanted to talk to you guys about? And there's so many things always in that story. Behind the scenes story by Chumbout.
Well?
Okay, Chumbout. Behind the scenes story. Redeemed the points 30 minutes ago. My friend wanted to talk to you about something. Look at the clothes and at the place, you know? When we were actually building that story and like looking back and thinking about Jenny's memories, we paid attention to like how the characters look and speak and what kind of cyberword they're actually using to really show you how actually the world, you know, has moved on, you know, towards the Cyberpunk 77, how we know it, so that as a player you can really like see, okay, they're actually using more primitive things, you know. When you look at this, you know, ripperdoc, you can see, for instance, that he has a simpler kind of ripperdoc glove, so similar to how Victor Vector is using, but this one has just only like I think 2 fingers. The next one has 3 or 4. And it's just like bigger one. Normally, you know, the ripperdocs have actually more elements on them, and this one just have like a fairly normal looking trousers and a top, you know, and not much more many elements. Character at the back that we're going to mention later. He's also like fairly not cyberguised at this point, at least, for you as a player. V Eurodyne, thank you so much, man, for being on the stream, and take care, my friend. Cyber Caldos, question about romance for patch 1.5. If your partner is Judy, Panam messaged you about your relationship with Judy. I haven't got that yet. I have to do more to get Panam to message me too. Thanks. I didn't fully understand your question, but I can answer what I think you're asking. So basically, you can Panam's messages are actually built. Everyone's messages are built completely differently. The new ones, and I'm not going to tell you guys how and who and so on because you guys didn't find everything. So whatever, you need to discover it, and then we can talk. Now, the thing is that. Panam is actually the one that she responds of different things that you do in a main story, depending where you have moved on and so on. So I encourage you to basically try to talk to her in various moments, you know, depending of by talk to her, I mean like message her in various moments of the story and basically actually pay attention to what's happening throughout that storyline. If you already have a save game that is like very late, I'm not sure. I think some things might not be completely accessible because, as you can imagine, like you at that point like have so many messages that haven't been sent to you as a player that we have to make some decisions regarding like, okay, what player who is already done with the game, you know, gets not to get like, you know, a storm of messages that do not make sense, you know, because they assume progression, you know, happening between them. So in that case, some of the things will be visible only from a new save or from a new playthrough. And that's actually true for much more than I'm speaking about right now. That's why like starting new playthrough on 1.5, you will notice many more things than just loading an old save and trying to play. Yeah. Okay, my chums. Let's go. Where's Alt?
Where's Alt?
Where's who?
Woman who was with me.
He brought you and you alone.
Fuck, they grabbed her. Nobody saw it?
Ask your savior. Said his name was Thompson.
Yeah. So here we can actually look at the Thompson a bit. Like this is a character that is like some of you probably know at least a bit. This is a character that was really important in Cyberpunk 2020 pen and paper game, and he's also Yeah, exactly. As Machiavelli said, one of those old school mercs from that you can actually meet in the game, and you can see here that Thompson is not really wearing any like specific like armor or whatever. Like you can see, okay, like those are like some kind of a fortified pants and shoes and gloves, but not much more. We don't know anything about his eyes, and of course, you know, he has a cyberware there because maybe some of you know the Thompson is actually a representative of media in Cyberpunk 2020, and here in our story he's also a part of that. Yeah, he's a Johnny Cage. Yeah. Where's Blackhand though? I wonder. I wonder too, Wolfie. It was Arasaka. You're the one brought me in, Watson. Okay, let's go.
That you back there and what?
We gotta talk.
All right. It's spit and glue, but she's holding tight. Get some rest. Even a few hours. Let the stitches set at least.
Uh-huh.
Johnny. Yeah, fuck it. You won't listen anyway.
Fucking hell. I mean, that was cool, and the way he left. And you can see here, even the door is a hinged door, not the one that is moving, right? Just to show you that you are basically in 2013 as a player at this point. Also, I have to make a new playthrough. I mean, Sarbricaldos, like, when you make a new playthrough, you'll definitely notice more stuff in 1.5 than when you just launch the old save. And that is triggered primarily by the fact that 1.5 has been loaded with, like, a lot of new things that we have left, and a lot of things that we have hidden. And some things just simply cannot be played because otherwise it would be a mess. You would get so many different messages that are contradictory because they assume a progression of your relationship with characters at some point. So some things just wouldn't work. That's why I think that playing from a new save is the best. However, it's not that you are missing like large main quests or something because you have played from an old save. It's all fine. Like, we have tried to provide you guys with as much content as we could from those older saves, but definitely starting afresh, it also gives you a perspective on like how that refought like storyline, especially for romances, is actually playing out, you know, because we paid attention where those comments are added, you know, what's the delay between them, why someone is asking about certain things, what is the relation to other quests and whatnot. So there's lots to uncover there, I think. Was that Ripper based on Cyberpunk creator Mike Pondsmith? Shepard asks. Shepard, I honestly have no idea. I have to say, I don't know. There could be that the designer and like character artists that were doing this, they thought, okay, yeah, let's just put like a character that looks like Mike Pondsmith or is some kind of a reference to him, but I don't really know. I can't tell.
Hurry up.
How much did you see?
How much you see?
Not much more than you. They wanted her. You was just home.
And you just stood there, dick in hand, gawking and dreaming of tomorrow.
Would have shredded us both if I jumped in. You see the guy's reflexes? Course not. He was that fast. Tech like that, you don't find in a dumpster.
Got lucky. Lead panned out. Got some preem footage.
Too bad my lead got tossed in the back of a van and sped off. You, aim to do something about it? She was your output, wasn't she?
Not your fucking business. Alt's not going to do with it. It was about me. Huh. Oh god, the asshole Johnny's back. He thinks everything's about him.
Alt's kidnapping. It's collateral shit. They swiped her to get at me.
You even know what she does for a living? Girl's one of the best runners around.
Yeah. That was like one of the elements we really wanted to include here. The fact that Johnny's like so much into like himself and fight with Arasaka, and he's with this amazing girl that he has he knows nothing about, and she's like one of the best breed of netrunners. She like essentially becomes a goddess cyberspace, right? And he literally doesn't know anything about this because for him only
Still waiting.
So, one of how many? No.
Johnny
Only
Silver
linked to
narcissism. Yeah.
Arasaka's the fact that Johnny Silver ends boning her.
Well, she's been working for ITS lately. Wrote some real smooth black ice for them. Not to be duped in either sense of the term.
Okay. Let's just let's play nice.
Arasaka wants her. Abduction was a standard intercorp extraction. Nothing more.
Okay, so what are they after?
Soul Killer, an AI. Sound familiar at all?
Of course. Urban legend with the shittiest name ever.
It's no legend. Soul Killer's real. And your Chumbas at Arasaka just hired the runner who wrote it.
Oh,
Take
wow.
that in. Sokka with Soul Killer to do with as it pleases. Grim, my man. You even imagine that, Rocker? Arasaka will be unstoppable. Soul Killer will flatline any runner who comes close to even trying to scratch its ice. Seen it happen. Not an iota of physical damage. Nervous system or anywhere else.
Damn.
No sound, no fury, no stench. Just all of a sudden, brainwaves cut out. As if someone pulled the plug. Or ripped the soul from the body in question.
And you guys could see just like a glimpse of like one of the things that we can be doing in that scene system, which is like, the characters, you still have choices, so you can interrupt and move on, but as a player you can listen to, and then you can even like drink vodka in the meantime and so on. So like there's a lot of agency actually in players' hands. By the way, Pavel, friend, I left some doodles in your tweet. Next week, maybe I can make it earlier. Okay, Das Gnomo. I actually didn't see. I don't think I've seen any of your doodles. So I'll check. Thank you for the poking me out. I'm actually not sure. Can I save? I can't. Wow, what a load of crock. Tell me the rest on the way.
Cool. Tell me the rest on the way.
Do I hear extreme doubt?
Oldest, tritest tale in the world. Arasaka was out to provoke me. And it worked.
Leave the ripperdoc clinic. Okay. Jesus Christ. Oh, I can't save it? Okay, but I think that we have actually talked everything and then we can just leave.
So what'll it be? Coming with?
Where to?
Arasaka Tower. To grab Alt. Right back.
Just you and me? You out of your fucking mind?
Interesting. Know some buddies at the Atlantis. Let's go grab them.
We need to hurry up.
Come along, you can watch. Ah, interesting, okay.
Swing by the Atlantis on the way. Got some chooms there.
Yeah, that's my Porsche. Woohoo!
I'll
Okay,
be in the
Thompson.
car. Can't wait too long, though.
You'll wait as long as you need to.
Sure. Thanks, Johnny.
Where the hell's Rogue? Sit. Stay.
Okay, well, we're in Atlantis Night City, 5th of August 2014. My dear chums, and Johnny has just beaten this dude to the pulp. Can I say now? Save now? I actually can. My friends, that is an excellent situation because we can really nicely make a next big save for us. And my chums, we are going to play this incredible Never Fade Away next time. There's always like so many different things to talk about. Like one thing that I really wanted to point you out, guys, is that this element that was just there, it's called a jump cut. The moment when actually the game is like switching to the game is actually switching to the view of you as a player, and then cuts in the middle of action, and then you land in a way sort of together with that. You land there inside the shot and sort of continue the movement. There's so much I could tell you guys about it, but we are short on time. So continue. Well, we'll continue next time, my dear friends. That was pretty long. Session actually. Like the fact that we did like talk at the beginning, doing the various coaching topics, let's call it, at the end, so that's why it took us so long. Now, my dear chums, this time around, I wanted to finish up with just a bit different song. I mean, the one that we've been using before as well. So, my dear chums, thank you so much for being here. I think this is a very telling what's playing right now. We know that world is in pain, and we have spent here 4 hours just talking together, talking a bit about like what's happening, and then talking about what's happening, and then talking about the game. Thank you so much for being here, for sharing all the emotions, all the good thoughts. It was great to have you here. And my dear chums, I want to leave you with this song. And before we go, I wanted to mention Reds and moderators that have been here. Chivok, our customer support engineer. Ayano, our UI producer. Kogito, our amazing mod. And my dear girlfriend, Sapphire, who is with us every time. Thank you so much, guys, for being here and for all the support. Thank you to all the Reds. And guys, we are going to meet in a week from now at 8 p.m. CET. And we are going to continue be playing. Hopefully at that time we'll have much better news in the world. I wish you everything. I wish you all the best, my chums. Goodbye.
What you had to say, but I think that changed it